Boom! Boom! Welcome to day. It is Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 78. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, EU. Good evening, Asia. And a very good evening to Australia. And of course, it is the 13th of July, 2018. How you guys doing? What is going on? How has your week been?
Fat. Is it this way, yeah? Is this?
Yeah, that's the right way around. Yeah. So,
life?
the question we've been asking ourselves:
Fat.
do we go white or do we go blue?
This is the important question of the day. Do we?
White or blue? What is up? Let us know. What should we be doing? And of course, on the inside, just in case you didn't see, also it does say. Probably doesn't come up on that.
It comes up on the blue much easier.
You can see a little bit. It says first for figures on there.
Firstforfigures.com.
Boom.
And then firstforfigures.com.
Double.
And then firstforfigures.com.
You're kind of resting on your head. How long do you think you can last the whole?
This one's easier. It's not a crystal dragon.
Yeah, that crystal dragon, I was like amazing. I managed to catch that shit in real time. So sweet. What is going on, Billy? Why has it been a long week for you? Femgay in the house, what's going on? What's cracking? What's the crack? Nana say, how's your week? Anything going on in VR world? If you had to choose blue, I agree with you, Dave. That's where I'd be at.
It makes the white pop out, doesn't it, guys?
It does.
This white is, as a game console collector, guys, you know white can easily turn yellow and grey. Yeah. Yeah. After a while.
I'll definitely go with the blue.
Blue.
Da blue. Let's get a few of these.
Da blue.
Put them with some, if you like, buy something from Gamescom.
Yeah.
Stick that in there.
Just put it around put it around your ear.
And then on the last day, when we realise we have no sales and we've got too many of these, we give them out.
Like, one for you. Everyone gets a ring.
Make them Anan's green. Nice one, Dave. I'll look into that.
See, like...
One's gone down, by the way.
Has it?
Yep. One down, one to go.
Like that. That slogan. Like that.
Hit Chokes up, Red Bull.
Look at that crossover.
I love it. Hey Miguel, you know Hollow Knight, I only saw it yesterday, but last time I saw yesterday it was doing pretty well in the TT. I don't know what it's doing today just yet. Chocks will be getting to that section a little bit later on. Looking forward to that.
Are we starting from the bottom or are we starting from the top?
Starting from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Chocks, we started at the bottom. Yeah. And now we're gone down. we started at the bottom. We managed to go to subterranean.
So we didn't even sidestep. We just went straight down. Down. Do.
Hey Jacqueline. Hopefully it wasn't too expensive to repair that. Doesn't sound good. Randy says add them to day one editions. It's possible in the future. Derek Baker in the house. What's up, Larissa? What's going on? Vincent Singer says sugar-free Red Bull is the way to go. Chocks, your opinion? Just that. No contemplation. Just Just No thinking about it.
Anything sugar-free is
Or is it all right for the first half and then the last bit? Chocks has this theory that Coke Zero tastes amazing for the first 3/4 of the can or just half?
2/3, isn't it?
2/3 of the can. And then the last third is basically throws it away. Yeah. It's worse than pig swill is what he says.
Hold on.
Alex, is it true our tourist has been delayed to August for EU? Has it? I'm not sure. I need to look into that.
Has the shipping calendar been updated?
Hey Kim, Conker's actually been approved. We could go live with it next week, but you Rare fans can't handle it. What can you handle? Let me know in the comments, what should the gap between Banjo-Kazooie and Conker be? Assuming that you're a fan of both and it's something you both want to pick up, would you go for 1 month difference, 2 months, 3 months, 4, 5, 6. It's ready to go anytime.
What was the question about Artorias SD?
Is it being delayed?
For EU?
Yeah.
For EU, it's on the boat.
It's on the boat.
On the boat, arriving mid-August.
So I guess it's on the boat, as in, it's gone on the boat already.
Yeah, it's shipped.
Yeah, it's shipped. Yeah, so it's just
on the boat.
Yeah. Hey Cassandra, why is sugar-free bad for you? What do they put in there instead?
Sugar-free is bad for you.
What's up, Junior Guzman? Editch, the Zelda next piece won't be for a while, so you've got time to save. Just 1 month, Kim. Are you sure you can handle that? You see, Hildebrand needs a couple of months.
A few months. That few months could mean 3 months, 4 months.
Right. So, John Rufano, 25th anniversary. The factory is quite frankly slow as molasses, and has basically put in as in not very pleased with that factory, and I think the last one's going to be Ami Bust at that factory because they helped develop it, but I've been very less than impressed with regards to the number of pieces that they have been, sort of the speed at which they've been doing it. So that's not good. That's not good.
What's not good?
Nice little slogan going on. I like that.
Can it stretch?
Are you about to do? You got to get it over it first. Is the problem, right?
Yeah, but it's like you can use it as a slinger.
We got a few of these, right?
Yeah, it's in front of you. Wow.
Alright, just give it a bit of a stretch in it. What do you reckon in that? That there, yeah?
What, you're going to snap his fingers?
Yeah, hold on. No, I just got to hold that finger there, okay? Hold that in place. Pop that over there. All of a sudden, boing. It'll be the only crash in existence where he's like, does that at the end because it's been, it's been like that. That's already, look at that, it's already mashed up. That ain't normal. That ain't normal. Jesus.
Stress test.
Stress test. You failed the stress test. Aye. Release Conquer now, and by the time all the changes... Nana say, you had to go there.
Yeah.
Hashtag too soon. Hashtag too soon. So... 25th is on the boat for EU, but it's now in stock on a German online store. Really?
Really? Hey, Patrick, was it 50 days until Gamescom? Is that right, yeah? You just tagged me earlier on.
Is he going?
I don't know. Are you going, Patrick?
He is German.
German?
But doesn't obviously mean that. I wonder how important is it to have people that can speak German on the show? Probably not.
Probably. You think? I would say.
Well,
I would say German. It would help. It's always a benefit to have local language.
Was ist los?
Yeah, like how can you order a Red Bull? I want to know how. I want to order a Red Bull.
Ein Red Bull bisschen. Bitter.
Bitter.
Bitter. Bitter schön. Bitter. Bitter. Yeah.
All right. Then.
That's all you need.
That's a complicated. Isn't it? Just a Red Bull.
But they might give you 3. Eine. But you might want 3.
Ah. Yeah. Oh, it's good. Patrick says, call Jeffrey for helping out on Saturday.
Nice.
Nice.
What's up, Lopez? Mr. 4 in the house. Is that right? Mr. 4. You Mr. 4 Mr. 4 number 5. Mr. 4. Mr. 4.
Knuckle dusters like.
Hey Kim, I'm not gonna lie, I'm super surprised about how that Mumbo Jumbo poll has been doing. I was like, no one's gonna be interested in that.
Peace.
Because I originally ran a banjo poll and Mumbo Jumbo was at the top of that poll, but it was only about 300. Now it's like 500 or something, isn't it? So that's quite, or is it 500? It's 400. I'm not sure. I need to check how that is.
Yeah, I think it's 5. In the 5s.
Indeed. What is going on, guys? Do we have any Friday Q&A with Chocks A virgins in the house who would like to pop a cherry a week? Is it yours? Anybody who's never been on this stream before, let us know in the comments. This is the world's worst kept secret, but it is, of course, a teaser Friday. The world's worst kept secret. It is, of course, a teaser Friday. And we will be showing the teaser twice. Once at about 10:30 after we...
So that's in about 15 minutes?
Yep. And then once at the end for those that join and find out about it a little bit later on. Nice one, Lilith. Whereabouts in Japan are you going? Tokyo?
Lilith.
Hey! 3 p.m. in the house is a Q&A virgin. I love it.
Mr. Michael Lai.
Kelly Timmerman. Hey guys, I'm new here. Will you be making a Spyro PVC that will come out with the new Spyro game like the PVC Crash? The answer is we are planning to make a Spyro PVC. Yep. Whether or not it gets made at the same time as the game, it's very unlikely, but it will be close. It's a teaser Friday, so it's, you know, it's the usual pattern. The teaser Friday leads into a reveal, a reservation Friday, so it's a teaser Friday.
So once we tease the tease tonight, next Friday will be reservation day.
Absolutely, if everything goes smoothly. And I will also say this week, of course, is 4 people to go down at Huda. 4 people to be denied at Huda. No Troy, nothing. Preview for you, no news. Teaser of how those the tariffs are going to affect us. We'll need to look into that a little bit more.
Yeah. Aye. Tariffs everywhere.
FedEx is the one that our 3PL, our third-party logistics warehouse uses, that they have the best rates. If you go with something else, all of a sudden those rate discounts that we get, they don't have the benefit of the volume with those guys. So the answer is, the problem is, for every bad case of people saying, oh, don't use FedEx, use UPS or USPS or whatever, DHL, don't use this, don't use that. For everybody who says that, there's those that have the positive experience. It's about the people. It's about the courier.
Yeah, like the other day. Oh, this guy had a bad service, and then he went up to the manager, and the manager said, oh, he's just a contract guy. So apparently they got rid of him. And
yeah, it's about the person. It's like, there is no difficulty about putting it from here and putting it there nicely, right? It doesn't matter if you're FedEx, it doesn't matter if you're UPS. There is no difference between the movement from here and putting it on there. The difference, of course, is the person that's doing it. Do they care or not? Do they say that they delivered it when you weren't there or whatever it may be? That's the difference. It's about the person. So here you go. Alex Pichuli says FedEx rocks for him, not so much for DPD. What is your opinion on Parcel Force, DHL? It's all much the same. See, John Morales is correct with saying, my FedEx is great. So look, 3 p.m. says, UPS never delivers my packages or they come destroyed. So the answer to that is, we have no ability to choose which one it is. Because we have the... First of all, we're locked into FedEx because that's what the warehouse uses to get those rates. But as I said, just simply changing the courier is no guarantee that any of the issues you've had with FedEx doesn't go across the others.
Vice versa, if we all of a sudden take away FedEx for those that had great service with.
Exactly. Billy's got it right. Shipping companies, people have good and bad experiences. And Chris Madeira says his FedEx is great, which is awesome.
It's just a matter of time.
Maybe the FedEx guy got fired at work for UPS. You're absolutely right, Mr. Light. Thanks once again for those Kirby's, Michael. The kids absolutely loved them. So 3 p.m.'s alright, Larissa's alright with those. Oh, no, the USPS for Larissa is another story. Yeah, all courier companies will have their issues. But if you can hold at location without contacting CS, unfortunately, they don't allow that.
Yeah, they don't allow that. I mean, some guys have found a workaround is to use the FedEx app and going through that, holding the
I'm not sure if that still works anymore, though.
I don't know. I saw somebody tried it the other day.
Oh, yeah?
I'm just waiting for their feedback. Like,
right, okay.
Yeah, but, you know, who knows? Who knows? It might work now still, but that could change.
Vincent's like, okay, let's talk about how bad Sprint is. And AT&T, Verizon. Why stop at FedEx, Comcast, and Verizon?
We're analysing all the other companies out there, yeah?
Hey, Jonathan Conker. We could go live tomorrow. It could be the next tease, but I think realistically, we're going to want to be putting it in November, December. Is probably the earliest we want to do it because we want to give Banjo guys a bit of chance to recover a bit. I hadn't even heard of Yodel.
Yeah.
Yeah, all carriers have some issues. Alright. Alrighty. Alright, Chocks, some notices, yo.
Alright, guys. Right, in about 10 minutes or so, we are going to drop the teaser for tonight's...
Yeah, Teaser Friday, yo.
Teaser.
Teaser.
Right. So stick around for that. What else? This week, the GNF Sonic Boom 8 Mini Sonics. The pre-order closed done for Series 1 and Series 2. Thank you for the support. It's been doing pretty well. And hopefully, once we have more to show to you guys down the series, we will post that into the club and let you guys know. And we'll talk with GNF of like reopening up those pre-orders as well for those guys that are just the guys are going to find out later on. So stay tuned to that. And more Sonic to come from GNF. Crystal Dragon pre-orders. They're still open until the July the 24th, so still got plenty of time on that. And another pre-order that's going to be open until 7th of August. That's Banjo, because we only just opened that this week.
We did?
Yeah. Wow. So a couple of pre-orders that are still open for a while, so plenty of time, guys. Check out the documentaries, all the information you need, and yeah. And a little bit of shipping information. Jin Kazam and Sonic 25th for EU region. Final payments on July the 20th, so make sure you check your emails around that time. Make sure you have enough money in the account. You know, make sure your credit cards are up to date. If you have any issues, make sure you hit up CS with a ticket for any payment issues or anything order related. So that's it for now.
Hey Matthew, I've not calculated that yet. All right. Is that it?
That is for the notices, yeah.
All right. Okay. So, just to let you guys know, I'm gonna be really clear about something. Perhaps we should have thought about this a little bit further in advance, but as we tend to do things a little bit last minute here. That's just the way it is over here. Let's talk about Gamescom. I really want to talk a little bit about this and what this means for certain things. Now, those that have been following sort of what we've been up to over the last year or so will know that New York Comic Con was our first ever Comic Con that we've ever been to. And based on, if we knew what was going to be like, apart from obviously the highlight, which was of course meeting 3 p.m. that's the main thing. Of course, I don't see David on the stream yet, unless David's there. The rest of the guys that we met, but of course that aspect was awesome. But if we went in knowing, if we did exactly the same thing, knowing what happened there, we would never have gone to New York Comic Con. It was financially really quite significantly a lot of money that was not, how should I say, we didn't give it a fair shake in terms of trying to make it viable to be continuing to do it that way. So if we were to keep doing it that same method, it would absolutely be financially irresponsible to keep going to these shows. Going to America, going overseas is incredibly costly for hotels, air flights, eating, the usual shebang. And the transportation for the actual items themselves and the FedEx fees, ay caramba, let alone the rest of it. It was a significant outlay for that. And if we go back and think about what we did, we went wrong in a couple of places. One of the reasons we went wrong was, in terms of thinking, what we had done was we had opened up 2 items for order. One was tacky, because it was open up for that time, and we had opened up snake. If you did some sort of secret code, you could order it, right? And that was it. The rest of the things on the website, the rest of the things were pretty much upcoming prototypes, and I can't begin to tell you how much of a mistake that was, because we don't have that issue anymore. But it was pretty tough, Chocks, from October to, I would say, around about June of this year, so only just, where we've pretty much gone through all the latest pre-orders that have really sort of come out from that show. And it made it quite difficult and allowed the club to get a little bit stagnant, because people knew what was coming up. It made it kind of hard to let me do teehees, all that sort of good stuff, and it was quite challenging. No doubt in my mind it was quite challenging, but it is what it is. Now, if we went back to Chocks 101.
Yeah, I just saw that.
If we went back to Gamescom, sorry, to New York Comic Con, with knowledge of what went wrong, we would do the following things. And we would do it the same way we're about to be doing Gamescom. Because the point is, it is a complete waste of money to have gone and done that experience and not learn from it. Do it another time. So when we say do it another time, we're talking about doing it at Gamescom. And we're trying to think about the things that we learned from from New York Comic Con and apply it to Gamescom. And it's going to go a little something like this. The first thing that's going to be different is, and we couldn't have done that last year technically. Yeah, possibly we couldn't have done that last year. Is we didn't sort of think about it, was the ability to sell PVCs. Now the PVCs are going to be, what we had in New York Comic Con was Crash and Link. Those 2 are only PVC pieces that we had released around about that time. Now technically I guess we could have sold it there, but we didn't have any stock, we didn't think about doing that, and we certainly didn't have the space for it. That's the first thing. Gamescom will be different. We will have Crash, we will have Link. You guys would have already got them. If you were going to get them, you would have got them. We're hoping that the whole point of these things like Gamescom is to, yes, to meet local F4F fans that are there. That's awesome. That's going to be sweet. But it's mainly to go to places like this where people don't know who we are, and they stumble across our booth and go, "Oh, this is cool. I'm a gamer and I never knew about you guys." We see that time and time again. People come into the club and they don't know who we were, or they might have seen some of our products but not realize that's who we were. That's the key. Now, those people may not therefore have seen Crash, Link, and go, "Oh wow, I didn't know these existed," and boom, they get it. The likelihood of that is pretty low because it's been quite a while, but I still think it's obviously important that we show that we take something in order to try and recoup some of the outlay. But the problem with that, of course, means that there is a massive amount of space that we need in order to store stuff, and it costs a lot of money to send the stuff there as well. Logistically, it's really difficult. It comes with its own challenges. So the difficulty about that is having the resource, or it's trying to gauge. We have no idea. Hey, we're going to take, I think it's 150 of each piece. And when I say Link and Crash, we will also be taking Artorias. Now, these pieces, right? SD I'm talking about, right? These pieces, we're taking 150 of each. Now, if we were to sell them all out, it wouldn't even go anywhere near to getting the money back for the outlay for these shows. And that's already contemplating taking 450 of these things. And that's significant size, guys. And we don't even know if we're going to sell them. And it's a really big gamble. So we don't really know how this is going to play out. And this is going to be our experience learning from Gamescom. But there is something that we wanted to make a difference for. And that is going to be the following. It's the concept of pre-orders, and there's going to be pre-orders at the show, and I want to explain a little bit how that goes down. There's going to be the debut of our next SD figurine in PVC. But the thing about this thing is it's not going to be ready in terms of physically buying it and selling it. We're going to try this. It's going to be basically putting it on the stand and saying this is a pre-order, pay your money in full because it's a PVC, and then we will send it to you a couple of months, 2, 3, 4 months. We need to see how far behind. I mean, most of you know when we do a PVC, usually it comes out pretty soon afterwards. So yeah, I mean, we'll know better when we actually put it up for pre-order at the show, how long it's going to be before it's sort of ready. So it's really important that we have that as a means of being able to take money at the show to use that to count the viability of continuing to do these shows. We would love to be on the road doing these shows, but only at the point that we can see that they are sustainable. We're not saying we're here to, you know, a lot of people in the industry are saying that it's actually not really about, like, look to aim to break even, and it's more about marketing. Okay, I can understand that, but we were not even, like, it was significant outlay with not very much return. So if we can sort of get that put to that point where we're breaking even, and then therefore you get that additional benefit of just sort of going to places and meeting people and all that sort of stuff, it becomes more, certainly more possible if it makes financial sense. So the way it's going to make financial sense is, as I said, physically taking pieces. And it would be nice to say that if we literally sold out of all of those links, 150 on the first day, let's imagine that, right? We'll only sell 149 chocks, we'll leave the 150th and we'll put it on the table and say, order it today, and it'll be amazing if we could then say, by the time you get back from Gamescom, it'll be at your door because we would have organized, you know, free shipping, whatever, and you'll get it delivered before you get home. That would be nice if we have a warehouse full of them over in Germany, what we have in Slovakia. So one is physically selling stock that you take there and then, boom, done. That's one. The second one is taking pre-orders of PVCs that are single prototypes or single things that are there, right? Now, this is the beauty of this. How is that going to work? Because we would sell the exclusive version of that. So hear me out. We will not be opening it up for PVC exclusives online at the same time as the show. Let's be really clear about this, how this is going to go down. Let's say the SD version goes up for pre-order at the show. Only showgoers have the ability to pre-order that. They'll be able to see it in the flesh. No amount of us Chocks going there and talking about Friday, you know, doing a teaser video or a making of documentary is as good as seeing it IRL, right? So they're going to see it in real life. They're going to be looking at it and they're going to go, you know what, I want this piece. Boom, here's the money. I understand it's going to be ready in 2-3 months. Bada bing, bada boom. They're going to get it when it's ready. And they paid, boom, and we can count that money going, oh, okay, that's going from a sale at the show. That's the first thing. So what's going to happen online is, well, let's say in 2-3 months it's ready. Well, whenever we decide to actually put it up for pre-order, and that implies we've done all our marketing materials, we've done a documentary, we will, of course, do it just like this. You'll go just like this. It's just going to be the same sort of thing. It's just going to be, here it is up for pre-order. Here's the reservation.
Here's the reservation.
No difference.
Yeah.
The key is, of course, validation. Those that ordered it at the show will get an email saying, get your asses onto the stream and validate. Just like those that ordered it during reservation weekend. No different. So the pool of people that ordered it at the show and the pool of people that ordered online all together come at the right time, so everybody's in the same boat. Validation, fairness. Hopefully that makes sense. So that is what is going to happen with those pre-orders for stuff that is not online yet. Stuff that is not online yet, we will open up for pre-orders at the show in order to show the viability of the show, to see the viability of doing these conventions, and then obviously no one's at an advantage when it comes to validating it to get those numbers, etc., etc. So that concept, though, and it's a two-part thing, also gets extended to pre-orders. When we did New York Comic Con, we had no concept of validate. This is going to come full circle and it's going to make a lot of sense to you guys now. We had no concept of reservation and validation. That came out as a result, Chocks, of Bowser and the blind pre-order. And Bowser went on for sale after NYCC, right? Mm-hmm. That whole idea of splitting up a reservation time and a pre-order time of validating it has allowed for us, it's a happy accident that's allowed for us to do this ability. Forget about, oh yeah, it's all about hitting that validate button, it's easier, blah, 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 blah. Of course, that's one aspect. But the beauty of this is that we can, if we did NYCC with that concept, we could have gone, you know what, our entire booth of items that were not finished but were prototypes, but people could see it, we could have pre-ordered them. We could have let anybody pre-order them, buy them right there and then, and we would have said to them, come back for validation, and we would have called them back. And all of a sudden, NYCC, we could have been looking at a completely different scenario. So you know what? We're back at it again next year. The double-sized booth, 3 p.m. is going to be on the stand. He's going to be wearing an F4F shirt this time. He's going to be, officially doing it all for us, etc. So other people, Uncle Scab's in the house, blah, 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 blah. Because we knew it was viable. Because we took pre-orders at the show, and it became all of a sudden fair to those that are online that can't go to the shows versus those that were at the show, pre-ordered it, but they didn't get any advantage of, oh, I pre-ordered it, where's my number? Well, no, sorry, mate. You come back and validate like anybody else. But they've locked in their order. There's no difference. It's almost like a reservation.
Well, it's just, but there's no real advantage or disadvantage. Right. There's no real advantage or disadvantage to anyone, because those guys that pre-order at the con, they get to see it up front first.
Exactly.
Right. All right, F4F, first time I heard about you.
Yep.
All right, you seem like legit. I want to get your orders. Like, this is what you have. This is a prototype. I don't have to wait later. I can put my money down.
Right.
And then I'll join your club. And then we'll come back home. We'll come back here, and then we'll start preparing all the marketing materials. Boom. Get everything all done online, and then we'll go, hey, this particular date is a reservation. We'll grab online guys here, the Gamescom guys here into the same pool, and then go, hey guys, everyone, meet each other. Right. Come back the next week for your day one.
Right. So that is really a good example of how NYCC could have been so much better and so much more viable if we had done that. Of course, we didn't have the ability to do that because we didn't do this reservation into validation. We kind of do that thing, that's our sort of thing. And it will allow for us to do that to make it fair for everybody. Now, I just want to say, of course, Chocks, that the aspect of NYCC that I really didn't like was the fact that we showed so much of our hands early on. There has to be a happy medium between showing some new stuff and some old stuff that isn't out in the marketplace yet. When I say it's old stuff, I mean it's up for pre-order. People have seen it, they've seen the marketing, but they've not actually seen it. It's not like it's in their collection, right? So, for example, with Majora's Mask pretty much being delivered to most places, certainly in Europe, would we take it to Gamescom? I'm in two minds about that, but probably not if we had a limited booth space. We wouldn't take it. We would take something that is up for pre-order. Banjo would be a great example. Bowser would be another great example because no one's seen it. Of course, they've seen it at NYCC, but it's not in the hands. So it's that happy mix between items that are up for pre-order currently versus those that are not up for pre-order and they're completely new and debuting at these places. It'd be nice to have a bit of mixture between the two. Now, here comes the important bit that I really need you guys to understand, and hopefully you will have your support on this. Unless there is some huge backlash against this, we really hope for your support on this. Is in order to assess the viability to assess the viability of doing these projects, doing these conventions. Again, it's all about the dollars and cents. Did it make any sense for us? Does it make financial sense to do this, or will it be a a black hole that it was for NYCC? How can we do it? Let's recap again. In stock PVCs, buy, out you go, take it, off you go, boom. Pre-order PVCs, get it, you get it in a few months, bada bing, bada boom. Debuting new products that have not been up for pre-order of resins on the website, first come, first serve, pre-ordering on at the show. Of course, not number-wise, I should be clear. Not number-wise, but at least you can pre-order that at the show. All of those three is completely okay for both online guys and people at the show. The thing that we need your support about is this. As I said to you, we want to find that happy medium between having new things and old things. And I say old things is stuff that is currently in pre-order. Banjo-Kazooie, right, as an example, we will be taking Banjo-Kazooie to the show. It's something that people would like to see, blah, 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 blah. We'll be taking Banjo to the show. Banjo-Kazooie, at the time that we're at Gamescom, will technically be closed at, will be closed at, because it finishes, I believe, on the 7th of August.
7th of August.
Now, ignore the fact that we're doing a last chance weekend. That's irrelevant in this aspect, right? It's kind of a bit of a, a red herring, that part, right? Let's take Crystal Dragon as an example, right? That's probably a better example. Crystal Dragon is closing in a week, 2 weeks,
yeah,
something like that, right? I believe it's 2 weeks. It closes a week or something like that. We will be taking it to Gamescom. By the time it's Gamescom, it would have been closed for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is, yeah. We would love your support. Love to hear your thoughts. That we want to be able to take pre-orders at the show that we can attribute to people that, if they knew about us, Chocks, they would have pre-ordered it online. So the people that come to the show that never heard about us, see that product, and we go, you can't pre-order that, all of a sudden makes it the reasoning to go to the shows and what to show at the show becomes difficult. If we can't do that, it means that we have to only show new stuff. Well, we can't. I don't want to show only new stuff because it means we have nothing to do in the club. It's that really hard balancing act. So we would love it that we have the support that we are able to, for that show. And the reality is we have no idea what's going to happen. We have never done this before. Whether or not we do it and we say as many orders as there is at the show, it's like 5 extra orders, 10 extra orders, 20 extra orders. If it's like, oh, there's 1,000 extra orders, I'll be like, okay, that's a little bit sort of difficult. It's just that I want to apply it to the following logic. If we go and we take, for example, Banjo. Let's talk about Shiranui. Shiranui is a really good example, and here's the reason why. We've announced the edition size on that. I believe it's 1.7. Is that correct, Chocks?
Yeah. Yeah, 1,700.
Right. We plan to take Shiranui to Gamescom. If we go to Gamescom and we get an extra 50 orders, all of a sudden it's going to be 1,750, despite us saying it's 1,700. If we get another 100, it'll be 1,800. If we get 300, obviously it's 2,000. Of course, if we get 300 orders of Shiranui only, as an example, from the show, we're doing Gamescom every year. All of a sudden, the viability of the show becomes, you can really measure it. Whereas before, we could never measure New York Comic Con because we never had anything up for pre-order. All you could pre-order was Snake via some really difficult way, which is, oh yeah, just log on and here's the link, and you know, and like I was like, I think we got like 4 orders in total, I think, and no one ordered, I don't know, maybe 1 order for Taki or whatever. The answer was we didn't have anything. It wasn't in. We plan to have a booth. Of course, we're selling, you know, a till. Of course, we are getting the Troy. I'm coming up to that. We're coming to that. So, you know, Lisa says put it online as well. I'm a little less keen on that because I feel like we're trying to make it about the show. Make it about the show. Because the point is, if we are at the show, we want to really assess whether or not we can start thinking about doing a schedule of these things. So Patrick doesn't agree with that, right? We would only be doing our exclusive versions. No one will, you know, the regulars is never anything about that for us. It's about the exclusives. And that is why we are planning to do that. So when I'm about to give you, I mean, we really need to try our best to make sure Gamescom is, really need to make sure that Gamescom is successful, because once bitten, twice shy, for sure. If Gamescom is a failure for us, financially, that's it, done. No more. Because we went to NYCC, we believe the crowd was quite heavily comic book and film-based stuff, which is kind of what you expect, I guess. But Gamescom is supposed to be the biggest traffic of all the cons, and it's video games. I'm thinking, this has to be the one to go to. This has to be the one that we can get the most at. But how would you handle those on the wait list? Guys on the wait list, they don't get it. They don't get it, City. That's just, you know, that's the advantage of going to the shows. I mean, you know, it is what it is. That's what I would say to that. Otherwise, you lose the kind of sanctity of, at least online. We want to sort of keep the onlineness. I want to keep the onlineness sort of how it is. It's gone from 2 weeks to 4 weeks now, and I'm cool with that. Just leave it like that. Yeah, so that's basically, because it was the same thing for the waitlist for Snake. Nobody could get the waitlist for Snake unless you could only get guaranteed orders, right, Chocks? If you went to NYCC and you used that code, that was the only way, and it sort of went past the waitlisters. You're right for that about that, Shane. It would be like that. So. You know, we hope that you don't mind that. So when we go back to those numbers, I think I should be putting a post about this to say that those numbers that we've already announced can change. We don't know how they can change, but it will only be changed based on any orders that we get at the Gamescom. So yeah. Hey Lisa, I appreciate what you're saying, but those that ordered it during online had a month with which to do it. And if you think about that, those that go to Gamescom only have that window of opportunity right there. They can't get it online afterwards. Matthew Lopez, the answer is I don't want to limit anything until we have a better idea. We're going in blind, and I really want to try. I just really want this to be successful. Gamescom really is the key to us going next year. PAX, Australia. You know, so many times we get people, we come to this show, The answer is, it's not viable for us to do this in the current way. We want to try and figure out what is the best way that we can make this viable. Do we have a list of what's up for order? Yeah, I mean, we've had some initial things. What is it? There's Crash, Resin, Banjo, Truth or Midna. It's the ones that, the point is, we wanted to be showing the stuff that people haven't seen yet in the flesh, but people have seen online. It's basically the last 6 months of stuff. Ornstein, Bowser, you know, that sort of stuff, basically. You know, so there's no sort of... those sort of surprises. the only sort of debuting stuff will be that PVC SD. And is there anything else? Is there anything else?
For what?
Like in terms of what we'll be showing, but of course there are a few other launches before then, but that's fine because they're open online as well. Did you bring Variosuit? Oh, that's a good point. We could take Variosuit, but that's the thing about that. Variosuit is already in production. I don't really want to. Yeah, so for example, we'll be taking Spyro, but we won't open it for Spyro. I don't think, because I'm pretty sure we won't open it for Spyro because it's already in production. Yeah, so those that aren't already in production is the main ones that we'll do it. For those that already are in production, I don't want to deal with those, because we've already that's already locked down. Hey Vincent, no, to be honest with you, we need to really respect the community and the guys that support us as well. Appreciate what you're saying there, but we really, really want to make it as involve as many people and get your feedback as well. Of course, if there's huge backlash, it's something we don't want to piss off our supporters. So, but hopefully you guys can support us in this part. We really want Gamescom to do well, so fingers crossed on that. It will be the exclusives, Adam. Oh yeah, Andreas, we could put it. We'll probably, yeah, I'm sure we'll take it to the show, but we won't take orders on it, if that makes sense. Now, the reason why we went on about this is because we're about to announce the Trueform Midna numbers, but the Trueform Midna numbers can change. And they can change because we'll be taking her to Gamescom, and that's the reason why I wanted to have this conversation. We're about to announce Trueform Midna, but these numbers are subject to change. They would, so that's the whole taking up about 20-30 minutes about that. They will change. So, hopefully you guys are down with that and can appreciate that. Let us know in the comments what is the edition size for the exclusive and what is the edition size for the definitive edition. Midna numbers are coming to you right now. Hey James, we really need to see how that pans out, whether or not we instant convert or waitlist. There's kind of like diminishes the what's the word? The purity of the online system, so I have some issues about that. That's a nice one. Nana says subject to change. Hildebrand X18 DE 500. 2KX 500D. 1.5X 500D. For Bucci 1.2X 325 def. Troy X1K definitive 300. Cassie 600 def. That would make that nice one, Faith. Appreciate that. Yes, Derek. Both versions will be up for pre-order. 1.4x 400 def for Billy. 500 def x 1.3. Does that mean TF has already been ordered, will possibly go up model number, or just the Trueform Max numbers could go up? Sorry, Liz, I didn't quite get it. What I meant was, the numbers that we're going to give you now is based on the sales that we've had online and where we're at. And then we would, if it could possibly go up if we get some orders at the show. We don't know if we will, because, who knows. And if it does go up, then the numbers I'm about to say are subject to change of going up. Of course, we haven't started production on it, so it's okay to do it. For those that we have started production on, we aren't doing anything with it in terms of raising it. Hey Larissa, you've been with us for a while, but obviously not you missed out for a bit. Jacqueline, we are people are trying to have a guess what the numbers for Midna exclusive and definitive editions will be. So you allow Gamescom people to bypass the waitlist to allow people that don't know about F4F to purchase statues that have only recent content. Everyone knew about F4F when those pre-orders were available, though. You know, there's pros and cons to both to that as well. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. I would love to insta convert all the the waitlists. That's great for us. So don't get me wrong. I would love to do it, but there's a degree of sort of rules. It's almost like why bother even, you know, none of say would agree with this one, but why even bother even having a closed off time? Why even bother having a wait list? Why not just keep it open forever? Well, kind of like what we're doing for anime. So it's not unheard of. It's exactly what we're doing with anime. Yeah. Do I want to poll and say, hey guys, we just leave all edition sizes open? Do you want us to leave edition sizes open forever until we close? Until that's it? Until forever? Until we go into production? Is that what you guys want? What do you think? Because that's basically what you're saying there. Petulia, I'm not going to go there. So, because Carl, we don't do that. Carl Bailey, we absolutely do not do that. We do not have a certain number, and once they're sold out, they're sold out. We don't do that. We do it by time-based. We make it unlimited for a time-based stuff. Of course, if it does mean that more people get the statue, it does mean that these projects can hashtag finish the line, right?
As always, yeah.
Look, to be honest with you guys, it is a tightrope that we're walking every single time. And we try to do it that's both good for us and good for the collector as well. Dave's asking the right questions. We're going to go and give you the Midna numbers, then we're going to do the teaser, then we can carry on for the week in review. Alright guys, let's do it. Yes, Hildebrand, we will be doing both. RIP audition sizes, RIP numbering systems, one-click ordering hype. So, 1,000 600 for the exclusive. Much appreciated, guys. Subject to change at Gamescom. 1,600 subject to change at Gamescom. Much appreciated, guys. Unbelievable, Chocks.
I mean, yeah, it's been a long time in the waiting.
It was over a year and a half.
It's been a long time for that project.
Oh no, I mean a year and a half since the last Zelda piece. 1,600. I appreciate that, Michael. And look, maybe, you know, the answer to that is just never close online, and that would answer it all. But yeah. Nana say 1,600 exclusive. John Morales, exclusive. 1,600 exclusive. Subject to change at Gamescom. Just asterisk that. Yes, Nana say the penny has 900 definitive editions, 1,600 exclusive, 900 definitive edition, 2,500 subject to change. Amazing. Shy of Majora's Mask, but it's possible that may change at Gamescom. 1,600 exclusives, 900 definitive editions, subject to change. That is depending on Gamescom. Kelly, you know, it's absolutely, but if you think about it, Majora's Mask was 2,600 and it was when the club was around about 20,000 members and Midna was around about 40, 42, 43, something like that. For a character that has about 1 minute of screen time, you know, when people were like, oh yeah, do mid 2 4 minutes, I'm like, dude, she gets like no screen time. Yeah, they were right. They were right. That's why I listen to the Zelda fans. Regular is still up for order by the wholesalers, but it's far less than the definitive editions, I'm pretty sure. You're right, John Morales. So, you know, don't get me wrong, but don't forget, Majora's Mask was 2.2 and then went up to 2.6 because of Last Chance Weekend. So you got to consider that as well. Troy Blair's a fucking oracle.
Why? What did Troy say?
Because he was like, Zelda fans are always right. Troy Blair's a fucking oracle.
Right.
Alessio Bucci, haven't looked at SD Soler just yet. But he just looked up a thingy bob, sorry about that. Jacqueline, I appreciate that. First for spam, she's happy to first be actually.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
So much appreciated to all those that supported the line, supported the range, and supported the company. Thank you so much for that. What an absolute honor, and we really, really appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. What's the edition size of Happy Mask Salesman? Do you think Happy Mask Salesman will sell that many? Because now you understand where each piece needs to be at. We bought one, my father and my brother, all deaf. Oh, nice one, Ronald. Appreciate that. Okay, guys. We have a teaser video for you. We will be... We'll see you on the other side. It's just a quick one, less than like 40 seconds. And we will continue right afterwards. See you on the other side.
Just a humble bounty hunter, man.
Boom! Spike will have his reservation Friday next weekend. Full reveal for anime fans of Cowboy Bebop Hopefully you guys are excited. This will be... No, Nanase. I thought you know about, like, you know... God. I can also tell you that there are not real lasers coming out of, like, a... I don't know. Anyways, the point is, we will be showing that again at the end of the show. Cowboy Bebop, Spike Spiegel, Reservation Friday opens next week, going into Validation Tuesday the following week after that.
Yeah, guys, after the stream, there will be a blog post on the website with all the information, the hype video on there, or the teaser on there as well. So make sure, please do share that out, do check it out, and the video will be posted on YouTube as well as on the main page as well. So for those guys that can't join the stream, everyone can check it afterwards.
Shout out to Victoria Crombie, Validation Queen.
Indeed, yes.
Love it.
During her holiday? She
just come back from the holiday and she's like catching up. Much appreciated. So just, and we talked about this, and just to be clear, I think I saw it was it Joe Wall saying that keep edition sizes. The edition sizes will be kept. That's not the issue. The point is, do we keep orders open, pre-orders open, all the way to the production time? But there is no debate for anime. Anime will be following that way. Guts did it, and so will Spike. Of course, the concept was anime stays open forever unless it hits 1,000 orders.
Yeah.
But if it hits 1,000 orders in the first, let's say it hits, a miracle happens and it hits 1,000 orders in the first 5 minutes, right? And then it hits 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 orders. As long as those are within the first 4 weeks, it's fine. It can keep on going. That's fine. But if it goes past the 4 weeks and then it hits 1,000 before we go into production, we cap it and we stop it there. And otherwise, of course, the natural cap will be we're going into production. Petulia, you know, that would be an example of something that could have helped a lot. And we learn, we evolve, we learn pain. What doesn't kill us, we learn from it. We've been doing a lot of learning recently, haven't we, Chocks? Oh, another one to the heart. Oh.
Finding our inner selves.
Oh, it's happened again, Chocks.
Right.
So, Spike Spiegel next week. Let's continue with a week in review.
Right.
It's not the King of the Ring yet, Nana. So I haven't even got anywhere near that bit yet. I'm going to cane through this because we haven't got to the week in review yet. We haven't finished the week in review. We haven't even done the other stuff, and then we got a four-man Huda. All right, 52k. Yeah, baby. Yeah, about that 50k reveal. Yeah, we're still kind of working on that. As we said last week, we want to get to the point where we have something around about 3 to 4 months ahead of time. Once we get a little bit more development, we can start looking at that. So please bear with us while we sort of work on that. Banjo pose. Banjo. I wrote a post about that to say that I absorbed what you guys were talking about, and of course we did do the Banjo validation stream. So a couple of things I want to talk about Banjo. The first one is that you guys had some concerns and I wanted to address them, and I did a post which says there are certain things that we will be looking into. The first one is the pole, the length of the tuft of hair, the pole, the pole orientation to stop it leaning, concerns, and last but not least, it was the eye direction. And these things are something that we will be addressing, and once we complete those changes, we will be opening up Banjo for a last chance weekend to take that into account. That is something I will keep you informed on as we get a little bit later down the line. Hopefully you guys can understand that whole concept, and hopefully you guys like the changes, and at least even I just want you guys to understand that even if we don't do the changes or what you want or whatever, but we're listening. I always want you to understand that we're listening. The next thing is validation Banjo. was, quite frankly, a little bit disappointing that there was some people that experienced some issues. Now, I just wanted to say, we're going to try and do some forensics. For those that had error messages, we're going to see what we can do about whether or not we can pick up on that and look to make some tweaks on that in terms of, against when you had that error message. If we can forensically do that, and I believe there's a possibility, Lorenzo's going to look into that because he had to do it for Bowser, is those that were affected will see an updated time. And sorry, Victoria, you may have to make some changes.
That's true.
So yeah, that's that. Yeah, Curtis, you know, you're someone, as an example, who had that issue. There's going to be some forensic going overs and sort of see what we can do for that. All right. The Chocks.
All right, guys. That was just a simple, as always, just before a validation. The mini Chocks will always strundle around the office.
I think you need some more, mate.
You
got some of that sugar-free version?
Say something really good.
Is that what you're like, oh, it's getting on a bit?
Yeah. Guys, yes. So, yeah, those golden jiggies and notes. What do you think of those, right? I think Mini Chocks is impressed.
They're cute, aren't they?
Yeah. It's kind of like one after another, back to back, with a mini crystal dragon and then a mini jiggy and a mini note.
Getting jiggy with it.
What other mini things do you guys want?
Mini Chocks. We want Mini Chocks.
Nah.
Royalties. Royalties.
I might take that to Gamescom and see how many orders I get.
So, I asked whether or not, speaking of about these mini pieces, whether or not people will be up for some mini ones of these with googly eyes as well. I mean, we had a conversation about it on the screen as well.
The googly eyes, yeah.
Yeah, that was that. And
Googly
the next
eyes.
one is, of course, Conker has been approved. That is a nice week in review for that. First for politics, 20 billions in tariffs done by President Trump going into the US. What that means, I'm not too sure. We're being affected by it. My understanding is by the end of August, people have a chance to make some comments on it. So whether or not they actually all get agreed or not, let's worry about that towards the time and see what that means for us. In the meantime, Sunny is working on looking into that. Gamescom, people that might be available, please do hit up Jeff for if they are up for helping out on the booth. There will be payments involved, so we expect sharpish at certain times and looking profesh.
Yeah, guys, do look at the Gamescom post. That's actually part of the announcements now. So if you want to see more information on that, do jump on that thread and hit up Jeff.
Right. The next thing is Crystal Dragon crystallized version was missing to have the glow-in-the-dark picture from the videos and the pictures. Boom. That was now in the club. If you haven't seen it, go and check that out. Orny SD, I did a little smile kind of picture. If you haven't seen that, just pop that in the club. The various Sue did some production videos of that. First for watches poll. That was something that John and I were just talking over coffee. Would people be interested in that? I haven't seen it recently. I think it was sort of like, if it were going to do it, it would be at the source, but a little bit lukewarm. The Chocks.
Me again?
Yeah.
Which one?
This bit. You can just go with this bit.
Oh, yeah. As I was saying earlier, guys, the announcement section. Facebook, thank you very much.
Woo!
Yes. Yes. Save the best to last. Right? That took a while, but thank you very much. Finally, guys, you've been asking, why can't we pin this at the pin post? Why can't we pin that? Can't we pin that, pin that, pin this, pin that? Well, Facebook rules for clubs, for groups, is that you can only pin one post at a time. So that is normally reserved for FAQ, for example, when every time we do a launch, you guys ask us how to validate, how to pre-order, so we always pin that post in the club. But now, since we've got announcements, I believe we can pin up to like, I don't know, 10 articles in there. Obviously, we'll, out of those 10, you can actually move one article at the top, a pin within the announcements to highlight the most important part. And right now, I believe there's 5 or 6 announcements in that section. And that option is on your left-hand side as well, the drop-down menus. So if you click onto that, it'll highlight all the information there. For example, Banjo's FAQ, the Gamescom info, the Temptation Thursday stuff, the shipping information from Phil, and also the calendars as well. You guys ask us, when is this out? There's actually a section on our website called Schedule. It's been there for ages. Click onto that, you get 2 different calendars, and all that information will be on the announcements. And there's also a Fun Day post as well that explains what is a Sunday Fun Day. So yeah,
That's
make
cool.
sure.
And that shout out to the law. He did that, didn't
Yes,
he?
he did. Yeah. So make sure, guys, read the announcements. It should be very visible on your mobile as well, because before, if you on the mobile, you're unable to see the pin post until you select that specific topic. But now I believe all the announcements will be the announcements that's not been shown will be shown at the top, or hasn't been read will be shown at the very top of your page.
Absolutely. Nana, say, have you sent me the video?
Of what?
He's all about the King of the Ring, right?
Okay.
So what you should do is do like film a little bit, send it in, and I'll play your thing as we go to King of the Ring. If you wanna,
like an intro.
Yeah, no. Well, not just an intro, but like who's still in it, and like almost like commentary. Let's go into it. Chocks.
Again?
Oh, well, I'm going to say that, okay. The OCC membership count in the top cities, Australia's got quite a few. Didn't really think about that. It's quite interesting. Were you surprised about how many people weren't in your city? Were you not on that list? Were you, did you think there would be more, or do you think there would be less, or you're not on the list? I will do one probably this Sunday, and I will do one to say the top countries, so you can see where you're representing at.
Surprised that Hong Kong has over 150 something.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised about that as well.
Alright there, guys. It's the month of July now, and it's been a while. As always, there's always a highlight of the previous month.
Yeah.
So if you guys are just joining us and you want to see what's been happening for the past month, make sure you check out the highlight blog of June.
Yes.
2018.
Yes, unless you can jump into the future and then let us know who's going to win the future King of the Ring. Then I know what to make my bets on.
Alright then. Is that it?
Yo.
Alright. Temptation Thursdays. Ooh, let's get that thing up.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it.
Temptation Thursdays. Temptation 109.
Home.
And that is the D.
The D.
Vampire Hunter D. Let's see what's this week's progress. Currently at 287 votes with 169 yeses and 118 noes. Doesn't seem like there's much movement.
It's still got a percentage of higher yeses.
It's kind of very similar to last week, so it doesn't seem like there's much movement.
Right.
Guys, if you're an anime fan, or hopefully after Cowboy Bebop next week, more people will come in. Let those guys know that there's a D. Alright. TT 110. Hollow Knight from Hollow Knight. Indie game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indie game. 208 votes in total. 142 says yes to 66 no's. So that's a pretty high percentage rate. At 68.3 yeses and 31.7 no's.
It's not bad for 24 hours, but can it maintain it? Will we be back here next week and it'll be 150 votes yes and 170 no's, and just sort of maintain it, going through the motions? But initially out the gate for an indie game, that's pretty impressive, isn't it? What? Yeah.
That's alright, John. Uncle Scabs, you never heard of it, but you learn something new every Thursday.
Morning, Zach. Did you say titty?
No, I said TT. I didn't say titty. I would call them tats. Or tate.
I call them baps.
Baps. Boom booms.
Hey. maybe from Scunny, but...
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright then. Next week's TT. A PC title. This is going to be quite interesting. The Divinity Original Sin.
You reckon?
Reckon what?
That's going to be an interesting one.
It's a TT. It's a PC.
Alright.
Let's see how many PC gamers we have in the club.
Yeah.
Let's try and get those PC gamers in there as well. I'm sure there's a lot of collectors. PC collectors.
Alright, cool.
And the one after that is called Gas. Gas.
Geese. Apparently.
Geese. Goose.
Alright, Chocks, let's do those winners. There's going to be a lot of them this week,
Alright.
isn't there?
Yes. I believe there's 7 winners for last week's hashtag, which is hashtag F4F Banjo.
Jesus! Alright, here we go. We're going to go to the letters first. Random letters. Here we go. You see the first name, surnames. We've got BSHKMTHCSBMELA. You need 2 of those. I'll go through it again. Random order. ALEMBSCHTMKHSB.
What you were saying earlier on? But guys,
It's all about that Majora's Mask.
yes.
That double M. So yeah, here we go. Ooh.
What?
Sarah says me, but is there an S and an E? There is an S and an E in there. Is there an M and a D in there?
Did you?
There's no D. Don't even pretend.
See, you confuses that. Did any of you guys catch all that? All that alphabet that Alex said?
If you have...
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
No, I don't know that bit there.
Oh, so it's 15 then?
Yeah.
15 individual alphabets, guys. Characters. If any one of you guys can name all that 15 alphabet characters, I'll give you 2,000 reward points.
What? Let's play it back, innit?
Too late now. I can't play
Oh,
back.
Okay, yeah. Alrighty, let's do it. Winner number 1, Chelsea Harris. Congratulations, 500 war points for you. Let me know of anybody of these in the stream. The more like a, oh, it's Banjo, I'm in. Then I ain't here for the next one. Here we go. Chelsea Harris, number 1. Stephen Teckenberg. Teckelberg. Teckelberg. No, Tecklenburg. Tecklenburg. Next one is Brandon Martin. Congratulations, Matt Kessler in the house. As the next winner, Eric Ray Hollingback. Congrats, Laura Starling. And last but not least, Alexandra Blair Lechlech.
It's tricky, right? This
It
week,
is, yeah, it's been pretty tough.
You've got it in a French accent, right?
Bien sûr. Mais oui.
Leclerc.
Read them out again. Chelsea Harris, Stephen Tecklenburg, Brandon Martin, Matt Kessler, Eric Ray Hollingback, Laura Starling, Alexandra Belair, Lechlech.
Any winners on a stream?
I don't see any right now. This week's hashtag F4F Spike, SPIKE, for a chance to win 500 reward points, chosen at random. Hashtag F4F Spike, SPIKE, for a chance to win
Hashtag
500 reward points, chosen at random.
Spike.
Yeah. That's right, Jamie Bailey. Hey, what's up, Monia Lisa? To see you jumping on the stream just now. What's going on? Not quite 3 p.m. You're missing a bit of a typo there. Nice try, Tyler. Hashtag F4F Spike for a chance to win 500 rule. What points chosen at random?
Spike. What's that arcade game
Which one?
from Sega?
It's a bit random. I mean, it's a bit general. Good Spike?
Spike Out. Yeah.
Was it like a game of
That's a really good game.
volleyball?
Nah, it's kind of like Virtual Fighter, Streets of Rage, 3D.
What the hell are those things around the ears?
Huh? Speakers.
Like right in front of your ears?
I never had that before.
That's crazy. I never heard of this.
No, I played a game, but never had that.
Is it one versus one or is it a beat 'em up?
No, it's like a
Like Streets of Rage.
not
3D
quite-
Streets of Rage.
Yeah, kind of like that, or that Die Hard arcade game. So it's like an arena, and then you like enemies come on, and you gotta
Like Destruction Derby.
destruction. Not quite. Yeah, it's like walking along the streets of Rage, 3D, kind of like virtual. Because back then it was like 3D. No?
Absolutely, yeah.
No idea.
Absolutely. No, I don't recognize it.
Hmm.
Not familiar with it.
Mm.
Alrighty. Nana say, over to you. Right, Chocks. King of the ring, let's do it.
No response from Nana say.
I'm
Right,
going to do a
guys.
video based, so there's too much to type it out.
Yeah,
first,
right.
but
I'm just gonna go through the matches, guys.
And we're going to explain what's going to happen now that it's all over.
Yes. Match number 6, 8.5 Tails versus Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog. The winner, Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog with 424 votes. And 8.5 Tails had 175 votes. So well done to Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog. And what is match 7? Currently, that's Skull Kid versus Fighter Kirby.
Oh, how's that doing, Skull Kid? Because, you know, Artorias was caning it like 1,500 votes because all the Dark Souls fans came out. And everyone thought that the head-to-head would be between Skull Kid and Artorias. So I'll be interested to see
Did Fighter Kirby
cane Skull Kid.
the underdog?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
It's also to know the numbers as
And
well.
whilst I'm looking for the poll right now, guys, next week's match is going to be Item 2 Mega Man versus TP Link.
But we're going to explain in a minute how we're going to wrap it up.
That's right. And why are we wrapping it up? Because no one's going to get any points.
Nanny, boo, boo. You have to go up and click on it. Oh,
This
pay
one.
100, yeah.
See,
Yeah, really low.
So currently, right now, Skull Kid with 79%, with Fighter Kirby 21%.
So if you click on the votes, you can tell how many for which one. 706 votes for Skull Kid versus 192 for Fighter Kirby. That implies that
Yeah,
that really
That sounds
implies
about right for the sales numbers as well.
that implies that Artorias is going to absolutely whoop Skull Kid. Absolutely whoop Skull Kid. Because what was Artorias' number? It was like bonkers.
Who knows? The final game is the final game.
True.
Final game will bring out all the people.
True. Old school Dark Souls versus Zelda.
Well, Troy says Zelda fans are always right? So
Oh, wow.
I'll put Skull Kid on the right then.
So the way we're going to do it, Chocks, do you want to go through that?
Go for what?
What's going to happen next?
Alright guys, there's been no winners. So the points are safe. All 2,000 of those points are safe in the vote currently right now. But because a lot of you guys don't understand the system, the mechanics, we want to carry on going through and end the whole round, just to give you guys a feel of how to play the game. So when it comes to the next massive round tournament, you guys are already prepared, all set up, know how to do all your bets, placings, positions, and all that stuff, and then everyone will be together to begin straight from a new game. So we're gonna finish off this game and probably do the poll every single day. Yeah, once every 2 days.
No. What we're gonna do?
We're not.
No, I thought what we're gonna do is this. Next week
All right.
is Mega Man
Right.
versus TP Link.
Is that the last
PVC,
round?
yeah.
Is that the last round?
that's the last round. We could probably do that tomorrow, and forget about like asking Miguel to like write shit up, right?
All right.
Let that run for a week,
All right.
and therefore, that week we've now finished up the entire rounds. Once we finish up the entire rounds, we now have the semi-finals. Sorry, not the semi-finals. Is it the quarterfinals? Right, so it's...
You mean...
Yeah, so there'll be the quarterfinals.
What's this round called?
It's called the quarterfinals.
This is the quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals, yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so the quarterfinals...
So finish off the quarterfinals this week.
No. What I'm saying is, finish off... We haven't finished off this one here.
So we're not... So we haven't finished... Haven't finished this one off?
No.
So what's this round called then?
That's the...
First round.
The first round.
Right, the first round hasn't even finished.
The round of 16. No, it's not yet.
Right, so...
This is next week, right?
Right,
so you should do that tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow.
Okay. And then let that run for a week.
Let that run for a week. Yeah, finish the first round.
Okay, and then...
Which is how the first round of 16, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they all need to have their 1 week for voting, right? Which is fair enough,
No,
right?
yeah.
Then once they've all finished their voting, right?
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
going to be... what we should do is do the entire quarterfinals all at the same time.
Yeah, so there'll be four
matches on that 1 week.
Yeah.
They run for a week.
They run for a week.
Then we do the semi-finals.
Semi-finals. Does that run for a week as well?
Up to you. I guess so. Semi-finals run for
Guys,
a week.
we're working this on the fly.
Yeah.
Right, so the semi-finals will be 2 matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, posted on the same day.
Yeah.
We're going to go do this really quickly.
Yeah.
Let's say, all right, let's be fair. Give that a week.
Yeah.
All right? And then once that's done, we do the finals.
Right. And the and the third place and fourth place, because they have to know what that is. This is the order.
Yeah, no one really cares about the third.
No, but you have to know it for the order.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Just saying
like,
no one
I know no
cares
one gives a
about the
shit about it.
losers.
I know. I understand that. I understand that.
All right, so the finals and the third rank and the third place, yeah, the bronze. All right,
We'll do because they need to have the order.
Yeah, and then we do that for a week, yeah, just to be fair.
Yeah, I guess so. Now let's talk a little bit about that pooling system.
All right, and once that's done, oh, these guys are like bored with this shit, aren't we?
No,
We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
But guys, for those points, all you care about is those bloody points, right? So those points, right? Once we've done this round,
here's my pool chops.
right, that 2,000 points that you guys didn't win.
Yeah.
We're going to this pool for now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
When we start the new round, give me some of that.
Yeah,
give me some of
yeah,
those reward points.
Yeah, I'll give you.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Right. Wow. Right. So this represents 1,000 reward points.
2,000.
Right. So now we got 2,000. Yeah. In the pool.
Okay.
Yeah. In the pool.
Okay.
Right. The points that you guys didn't win. Yeah. Just to highlight that again. That goes into the pool. All right. The next round you get. We'll start off with 2,000.
Well, there's no change.
For the pool to one side, right?
Okay,
There's no
okay,
change. Default, every single round of game starts off with 2,000.
At least, yeah. I mean, I'm still... nobody got it right this time, but maybe it's because they didn't know what they were doing. And whether or not... So I'm still concerned that if we were like, oh yeah, no one got it, so let's up it to 5,000, right? I know. So I'll just let people know because they're thinking, hey, it's still 2,000. It's so hard to get it.
Well, this is where the pool comes in. Yeah, this is where the pool comes in, right? So next round, we'll start as normal. 2,000 points up for grabs per person, per winner. All right. This is default, basic minimum, right? Per winner gets 2,000 reward points. But if that round doesn't, no one wins from that round. That goes into the pool.
Oh, hello.
Right? And then when the third round comes, we begin with 2,000
We're
points.
going to assume that you all still can't do it.
You still can't do it after 2 tries.
Yeah.
But on the third try, for example, let's say Nanase wins.
No, let's go the fourth try, just so we can see what's
Fourth
up.
try. All right, the third try, no one wins again.
Yeah.
That 2,000 points goes into the pool. So right now, the pool has 6,000 points. All right? That's just the pool. I haven't got enough blues now.
Okay, you can take some...
Right. The fourth round comes.
Now, this is a good representative because that's the original points that they win.
Original points. Fourth round comes, basic start, 2,000 points per winner. All right?
And there's only one winner, Chocks.
All right then. Nanase is the sole winner, right?
Yeah.
He wins this.
His original points.
His original 2,000 points. Not just that, but that pool. That accumulated pool of 6,000 points. Boom. All in one go. 8,000 points. right? However, let's say Nana say won and 3PM won. All right, you each get 2,000 points. I don't have enough white rings here, right? So let's say this is 2,000 points and this is 3PM and this is Nana say. All right, you each basically get 2,000 points each.
Because that's guaranteed.
Guaranteed to take home.
Yeah.
Right? You can walk away with that. But from the pool, you both each get
split the pot.
Split pot. Right? It's just like poker, man. Split pot.
There you go.
There you go.
First for maths.
And once that pool of reward points are gone,
it starts coming up again.
It starts from 0 again. Until no one wins and then it goes into the pool.
My only question is, I mean that's a great thing. The only question is whether or not we up from 2k per winner. Like the basic number from 2k to 3k or 4k or something like that. Because I'm just trying to see how difficult is it. I really thought it was going to be semi-easy for this.
Well, we'll try, innit?
So we'll just keep it at 2k for another round.
Just keep it 2k and we'll just monitor it and then we'll see how it goes.
If we find that after the next round of 2k that still nobody's getting anywhere near it, well then we can play a little bit more with it. Yeah? I think that's fair enough.
What's the comments?
We love to make things difficult.
And guys, if you want, we could always, you know, like give these to you like, in like payment plans. Can you offer us payment plans?
Let's, Lana, say you say it's really difficult. Let's just see if we make the assumption that people didn't get what to do and now they do because now you get it, you're explaining to everybody. I'm tasking you to make sure that everyone gets how to do it. Okay. Then let's have another assessment. You know, we're very happy to keep assessing that. Let's just leave it for one more time. How about that?
Yeah, it's not like lockdown. These rules can change.
Everyone thinks it's really difficult, but maybe they didn't know what to do. We're just going to see what's up. That's why we're caning through the remaining amount. See, 3PM doesn't get it. So Nana says it's your job to make sure 3PM gets it when we do the picks for it.
Yeah.
Hey Parrich, how's it going?
That's right, guys. Get your thinking caps on. There's a lot of points on the line.
Alrighty, let's do it.
We should make some golden rings. And go, here you go, guys. If you ever find a golden ring.
What's going to happen if you get the golden ring?
Are we playing it again?
No, I just misclicked it and shit.
You could play it again.
So at the end, isn't it? Alright, Q&A.
Is it Q&A?
Isn't it?
Ah, finally.
It's Q&A, yeah?
It's Q&A time, guys. Yay!
It's only what, 10 comments? 10 questions?
No, it's quite a lot.
Oh, is it?
That's good. A lot of questions, a lot of concerns, a lot of ifs. When, why, how, what?
Where is it?
What is one of the messages? Shall we?
Alright, let's kick it off. Denise Kip, why not be adding the statue number on the COA? Because the whole point of the COA is supposed to be something that is a code that you need to know what the code is. So how would you like this? You accidentally show your authenticity card online and somebody immediately then, and it also has a statue number, immediately registers it. Then what? They're going to come to CS and be like, wait a sec, it's mine. And be like, no, sorry, someone's already registered it. Right? No, that's not true. So the whole point of it is you need to have two parts of the puzzle, the bottom of the base number and the authenticity card. If you put them both on the COA or the authenticity card, it defeats the point. Jake Mayer, hey Alex, are you still in talks with the MHA license or the character post on amazing results? Are we curious if you had any updates for us or no updates apart from it's less complicated and we are in contact. Damien Christoph, who will be first? Kiwi or Phoenix Wright? The answer is Phoenix Wright. Will we have another Okami pre-order in 2018? The answer is possibly the PVC. Can we expect a Tomba PO in 2018? Rally the fans, how's it been doing? Let's see what's up.
Tomba?
Yeah, how's that doing?
Tomba. I thought you wanted a Bubsy the Bobcat. Tomba with 539 votes. Pretty high. Pretty good.
How many?
539 votes in total.
You cheeky monkey.
416 of those have said no. 123 says yes.
All
we need is another 0 at the end of that.
I guess the answer is maybe 2019 Q4, if you rally the fans long enough. Kana Uzungul. The new Oddworld poll is deleted. Is it a done deal or a gone deal? It's there is an official TT deal kind of deal. So rally that. There is a. How is that TT doing?
Just go.
Sorry, mate.
Are you gonna ask the TT every question?
It's possible.
What is it?
Abe's Odyssey, yeah.
588 votes in total. 229 said yes. 359 said no.
So, it's a nice little experiment to see. And I think before that disappeared, it was doing more yeses than nos, or it was very similar. It was like 300 plus or something.
Guys, push the TT poll.
Let's get that TT up. Nicholas Matteo, is there a chance for other banjo items such as eggs and feathers? Also, any chance of doing logos such as PlayStation, Nintendo? So banjo items, yes, there will be more banjo items coming. In terms of the smaller things, I could see a nice honeycomb little thing going on. I could definitely look at that. Some feathers, yeah, it's all possible. Do they do golden feathers or not? Any chance of doing a Lego Nintendo logos? Never really thought about it. If there's a demand, maybe we might TT that. Any chance of doing a Lego minifigure and logo, but the figure is in life size? Never really thought about it before. RTF. No possibility of Ratchet and Clank because have a good relationship with Gaming Heads, and that's what their licenses are. It's a Bucci. Any plans on improving the print under the PVC base with a number? Looks cheap. Something like the resin is way better. Oh.
The print underneath the PVC?
He's talking about... He's talking about for the... the tempo printing on that. Nope, there's no plans on doing that. Petulia, hey Alex, my last 3 law payments are now set for September to November. What's his ETA at this point? I'm used to the delays, so I don't mind, but just to be sure he hasn't been cancelled. While I'm here, does Tekken Line still have a future with F4F, and what does that entail? Would we like to see Yoshi anytime soon? So, the answer is, we need to put law back up, and yeah, we need to put law back up and really have a look at that. Have you been taking payments? Has there not been paused at this stage? I'd like to know about that, Petulia. Because it's not going to be in the next 3 months, so Brenda should not have continued to take that money. Matthew O'Donnell, have you considered the Conquer statues to include an attachable speech bubble with the exclusive version? I have not thought about that. Oh fuck, are you serious right now? Did you click on the see more?
No, he mentioned it in the stream. Oh. 2 more extra questions there.
Alex, before you read these questions, please go to your happy place and let the answers roll out. The true Zelda fan, Troy. Number 1, RTF. Two, it's not about us. It's about what the licensor can handle. It's not about you. It's about what the licensor can handle. Not a lot, but there will be at least one. One that I can tell you about. It's number 4. Number 5. Number 5, the answer is RTA. Rally the admins. Put your name in the bag for people that should be looked at if indeed the admins are looking to recruit. They will keep an eye on people, looking at them with a different goggles, just to sort of see how they are.
Alex Petulia has a question from your response.
Petulia, there is a very real possibility of that. We wanted to let the others, King go into the marketplace. I don't think King was even in the marketplace when we did Law, was it? Which I think was a mistake.
Yeah, it's true.
And Jin's sort of going in there, so we wanted sort of similar to how we were doing it for Mugen, to see how that goes into the marketplace. Number 6. That's so old, I don't think so, but I can always ask. PM me just to see if there's any around. 7. Nope. 8. 1. 9. Nothing. 10. That's coming along at the duplication stage. It's now time to start slinging some paint, so you best believe Rider Link is coming along nicely. Will start coming along nicely. 11. We are still making some choices on that, and it's very likely to be in a factory that's not backed up. 12. We shoot for 9, but again, the problem is it's more realistically about 10 to 12 is mainly where we're at now. Once they start making it, they call me. The way the process works is the factory calls me up and they start casting, and they call me up for the pre-production samples, and then I look at those pre-production samples and I see if there's any issues, and then go into more. They look into those comments throughout the rest of the production towards the end. Then they call me again for final inspection, and then I check again to make sure all the comments I had during pre-production has been accurately carried through to final inspection. And when I do the final inspection, I look at the first 30 to 40 pieces, and then the team is, if I'm happy with that and that the level, my team then continues to keep looking at each piece as it goes through that. 13. Nope. 14. As cold as ice. Giovanni Comorio, Warpstar News. Submitted. Camina News. Slightly more complicated, but we're working towards that. 3. Luigi is 687 votes. How many more until he's considered to join his brother? My problem about Luigi, that's impressive, is how's Luigi compared to Donkey Kong? You got it already.
Donkey Kong with 911 votes in total. 620 said yes. 291 said no. So 620 said yes. For Luigi, 688 said yes. So it's Luigi is higher.
It's not bad.
Pretty much neck and neck.
My concern is that Donkey Kong is Donkey Kong, whereas Luigi is like, it's got to be Luigi Mansion version, otherwise I'm not interested. That's my problem. I might run a poll which says, would you be interested in Luigi if it wasn't Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah.
Martin Coniali, will there be anything at Gamescom that we've never seen before? Yeah, a PVC. And Yakuza updates, yeah, it's coming along actually, there's a bit of movement on that.
Yeah.
Oh, is it snack time review? No, it's like the review. You've got to do the review of the snack.
Got to do the review?
Yeah, everyone's expecting.
It smells really nice.
Was it?
Bickies.
That's what you have for lunch. I'm assuming.
Breakfast and lunch and snack time. It's biscuits. Palmiers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, deep soul. Shaped like a butterfly.
Shaped like a heart.
Shaped like a butterfly.
That one's a broken heart, mate.
That was a broken butterfly.
It's shaped like a heart, and it's like a broken heart for Troy.
Shaped like a Legend of Zelda heart, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's very nice. Very fattening. But it's got sugar. Very crispy flour.
So it's better than last week's Ovaltine puffs.
Way better.
Did you get it from 7?
No, somebody bought it for me. You want one?
No, I'm cool,
You
thanks.
can't buy this from 7. It's from Kiwa.
Oh, yeah.
Kiwa Bakery. Kiwa Bakery.
Isn't that the panda places?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I always... So should I just taking that or the panda cookies next time? But that's kind of like international kind of thing, isn't it?
What do you mean international?
As in like, it's like kind of French or something, isn't it?
Oh, because of this. Because they have a lot of this.
That sort of style, I would think it's
Yeah.
kind of like French.
Kind of done in a Chinese way.
Is it?
Yeah.
I just sort of thought it's kind of international like that. You know what I mean? So it's
You want to want one?
No, I'm alright, thanks. I appreciate it. I do want one, but the answer is... Stephanie Swan, just curious if you guys had any more plans with the Torch in the future. Well, we're looking forward to seeing what they've got coming up over at Wonderfest. With the remaster and new fans coming out who missed out on the first launch, I don't know, it's just a thought. Would they restock things? I'm not sure. I'll ask them. Would you guys be up for restocks? Do we have wait lists, or what do we do for rings?
For rings?
Yeah.
Waitlist, I think.
Hey, Troy. All I can say is, some of those questions that you're asking, hashtag admins know. RTA. So you could see as well. Rachel Griffiths, with the change to Solaire, do we have an ETA on delivery? Not just yet, we're still doing some testing. Phoenix Wright has hints of definitive edition. Anything we can know yet? Yeah, just that it's just going to be a... one of the things is this. It was a kind of crazy concept. What a website can't do this. But Chocks, what do you think of this idea?
Huh?
What do you think of this idea? Right? Where we put something up for pre-order, right? Let's say, for example, it's $100, right?
Bye, Melissa.
There's $100, right?
Something up for pre-order for $100.
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter what. 100 is just an easy thing for people to understand, right?
Okay.
It's $100, right? That's the real price it is, right? But we're concerned. Ica, right? We're concerned. Yakuza, right? We're concerned that it might not do so well, right? But we say, you know what? We're gonna do it, but we're gonna put it up at $150.
Mm-hmm.
And if it hits 100 orders, for example, it will go down to $140. And you'll get refunded. Those who ordered at 150 get refunded 10.
Okay.
Right? Okay, it hits 300 orders, so it goes down to 130. It hits blah, 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 blah. You get the point. It hits 500, 600, 700, 800 pieces. It goes down to the original 100. It gives us the confidence to do a niche character and offset the small numbers by charging a higher price to those that really want it, and also incentivizes those that want it to get other people to buy it to lower the price to what the price would have been if it had just been like a normal launch that we would have done.
Yeah, and then you get people saying, I was the first one to jump on the 150
yeah, possibly like
range.
Yeah, like
right?
early bird shit.
Yeah, early bird stuff.
Yeah.
I was the first one to jump on the 150. I was the next one to jump on the 140. What if like those guys that jumped on 150 get the reward points based on what they put at 150?
Yeah, that's a good
those
idea.
that came on at 140
Get 140 points. Yeah.
Based on that range.
Yeah. That's a good point as well.
As long as our back end can handle
Oh,
it.
no, it can't. It absolutely can't. But in principle, I mean, there's no point in developing it if no one likes the idea. But that's a really good idea, as a sort of incentive for those to jump on earlier as well.
It's like, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't be getting 140.
Right. But also, thank you.
Thank you, reward points.
I don't know. It's just the... You know, I'll be right in there with an Ica pole. Yeah, it's just something to think about. It's just... I was having this conversation with Matthew Smith yesterday.
Oh, yeah? The infamous Matthew Smith, huh? He's been a busy boy this last couple of days.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something that was just a bit transparent to let you guys understand there'll be less hashtag finish the lines if there was something like that involved. I don't know. It's just something to consider. Romeo Ramos, any changes on the Guts Berserk? What's the final look on the statue? We're still working on that. Please watch this space. Giovanni Komori, the Berserk license seems to have exploded in popularity over the last year with seemingly everyone that has a license, so this raises a few questions. Do you feel that Guts took much longer than you fully expected to finally release, causing you to be a bit more behind than you would have liked? Of course, you would like to have done it much earlier. Does the crowd around license motivate you to prioritize the license and expedite the renders and production of the next pieces on your line? No, not really. We do what we got to do at our own speed and what we believe that people can handle. The reality is there's so many different things pulling at us that it's difficult just to try to react. These things take so long that you can't just react on the fly like that. It's just not physically possible. Does it give the opposite effect to cause you to slow down? Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the case there. If we had it ready at the same time, we would probably, and we weren't first, we would wait for a bit before putting it in. That's for sure.
Could you answer Nicholas Matteo's question on the stream, please? Spamming his question again.
I totally answered all of those questions.
Oh, this is a new one, I'm assuming. You answered all his questions from Nicholas?
This section I did. Oh, it says edited, day one edited. Let me see if he's done it since, because if he's edited it after I'm looking at it, I won't see it. Let me see.
We posted this in the stream.
Yeah, but it's disappearing, so I'm just going to see if it's... It's totally nothing that. Is it like further down the line?
No, this is posting it in the stream.
But you said he put it in the Q&A as well.
No, I didn't. I posted this in the Q&A live stream.
Oh.
Live stream.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Hey, Nicholas, try and post it in the Q&A thread.
That's right, Nicholas. The answer is, would you be notified? The answer is, yeah, I guess so. Somehow, yeah, you guess you'd be notified. They still need to do a bit of forensic looking into that. Zach Provost, ukulele figure, RTF. That would be awesome if we could do that. But the TT leaves a lot to be desired. Christopher Alvarez, any idea on when Majora's Mask exclusive batch 2 will finish shipping and the US waitlisters might convert? I guess it's sort of going through that right now. Fierce 80 Link 2.0 is nearly 1,000. Any word? No news on that. Neil Robinson, any update on what happened with the website and the errors? Yeah, the answer is Lorenzo sort of says he can figure out some sort of thing. I know many of us were disappointed. Well, I just would have made a theme like that. The system is fair if it went smoothly. It was just happened to not be so smooth for that one. Brendan Rostello, any updates on Ica? The answer is yeah. How about yeah? Well, it's just one of those things I was thinking about whether or not that's something that makes sense to sort of do for niche lines. With Mumbo Jumbo making his way to 600 plus, will polls for other Banjo characters be done? Yeah, I guess so. What is the next PO? It will be Spike. Will the PO to be updated? Only 2 pre-orders are scheduled for... Yeah, I'll have a look at that sometime soon. Jefferson Goobler, the Mumbo Jumbo poll is very close to its goal. Will there be a Grantilla poll after Mumbo Jumbo? Hey, why not? I'm top 40... Edgar Ramirez. I'm top 40 for the Silver X. Do you think it'll convert? The answer is probably, because we're finishing that production run, but it's going to take a while. I'm top 20 for Mugen X. Like to convert on that one? Yeah, I would have. I guess so. I think so. While at the license or convention, I put up a poll regarding it was Crunchyroll. Did you guys attempt going for Mob Psycho, or were the responses too lukewarm? My recollection, I haven't seen that poll for ages, meaning that most people did not care for it.
I guess it wasn't bumped up, right?
Correct. Mob Psycho was 330. Darling in the Franxx was right afterwards. And that was 279. The answer is that would not make us do anything at this stage.
Darling in the Franxx, eh?
Number 4. When you released Pac-Man, you gave the X cherries with a base that it stuck to magnetically. To separate the X... Yeah, absolutely right, Edgar. Would I consider... So, for the exclusive Banjo pieces, yeah, maybe something that can hold it up would be for the X's. But what I would say for the Crystal Dragon guys, for the exclusive guys... Right now, the material is not metal for the Crystal Dragon. We would only make it metal for the X guys if we could do metal Crystal Dragons. So that's the benefit for X guys, for Crystal Dragon to get their piece in metal. Would that be enough? Would they be happy with that? Would we need to create a little base as well? Well, I wouldn't create a base for that and not for the actual release of that as well. So it's something to consider. James Tesk. I know we had a little bit of back and forth conversation about my concerns with the size of Conker, if the full throne is the way we're going, which it is. We talked about having him on a stool. Pending rare approval, would we be up for that? A cushion edition, the answer is... the answer is... Well, Medirios, the point for that, and also is to say, is that it's about the price. There'll be a huge price difference between that. And you consider whether or not that would make Conker the DE on the full throne, and the other one would be like, or it's almost like that's not the DE, that is how it is, and then the other one is like the nerfed edition. I don't know how to. It's like. You see what he's saying? So he's saying Conker, not on the throne,
right,
but on a cushion.
Okay.
To make it smaller.
Yeah, yeah.
The price of that would be less than the definitive edition, than the X, which is current, than the piece which is currently on the throne, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to call the cushion version the exclusive, and then the chair the definitive edition, that would make sense, right? But we never envisioned that being the definitive edition. We envisioned that to be the X.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, the cushion version would be the nerfed edition. Because you can't all of a sudden call that one the X and the DE. Because there's a difference between the two, right? So you're calling the throne the DE, but the throne is actually the X, and there is no DE. So this version will be the nerfed version. I don't know. I wasn't trolling. I just haven't really thought about it. Well, I'm thinking about it now. It's kind of weird. What do people want? Nerfed edition demoted to a store. I'm in two minds. I'm leaning towards no, but I can, if there's enough chatter about it, I can always look into it. Anthony Lazard, would you consider giving Green Shovel Knight a different pose? The answer is nope, we don't. We plan to do Shovel Knight in a green and a Shovel Knight in a, if licensor permitting, Chocks.
Yeah.
Licensor, we will do green and black Shovel Knights as a up for pre-order at the same time, offer them up as a 2-pack as well. We will not. It's going to be way too complicated and far too messy to start going, okay, you can, this green can change with the blue or with the ornate, or the black can change with that. I don't want to get involved with that. That is really too much difficulty. I really want to test this out, Chocks, that we can do this next 2 and then the next 2 after that, at least 6, right? And if we can see that there's enough support, just each one's like 100, 100, 100 or something like that, yeah? It will let us do the Spectre Knight, the Plague Knight. I want to do more with the Shovel Knight series, but it needs to have that support. And we can get that with doing those variants. It's almost like, or, you know, the alternative, of course, is just putting out the Plague Knight and going, right, if you want it, it costs you $700 for the first 100 people. And then they've ordered it. And then 100 people have ordered it at $700. Okay, then it goes down, everyone's price goes down to $600. You know, that sort of thing. The alternative, Chocks, is to do these niche products is to have these variants that can go like that. So, just your thoughts on that. Nice one, Chris Medeiros. Eric Stegen, when you do a number 2, are you taking your time, or is it get it out ASAP? Well, if I've gone in with my tab, it's a take my time. If it's during a live stream and I've gone for a number 2, I try to get it out as fast as I can. Chocks.
What kind of question is that?
It's a Q&A. We answer every question that's asked to us.
No, I ain't got time for that.
You ain't got time for that?
I ain't got time to take my time in the doing a number 2. But I'm clean. I'm super clean.
Uncle Scabs, I know that people have been pushing for Darksiders, but I noticed recently there's been already a line of all the main characters due out for November. Does this nullify the chance of F4F picking up the licenses? And I think I missed this, but with their Crystal Cloak Alucard. So the first one is, no, those are PVCs, so that's not really what we would be all about. And yeah, the Crystal Cloak Alucard is definitely coming. Aiden Wood. Is there not enough customers in Australia to warrant a warehouse, or is it just subject much more difficult than we assume? Our import tax is criminal, I understand that. But it involves setting up a company, an import tax, and accounts, and it's not just a warehouse. It's not like I can just go, okay, there's a third-party warehouse in Australia, we just ship it to them. They won't be the importers of record. That's the problem. And well, you can do that in Australia, in the other countries as well. So that's the difficulty. That's a difficulty. Hildebrand, with Conker being approved last week, how far out is his pre-order? What are the chances X comes with a stack of cash? Wouldn't you like to know? I would say November, December. Sarah Arrington, when will the AMI PVC be up for pre-order? Any ideas? Yeah, probably later this year. Is Morrow going to like this year? Nope. This is more speculation. I remember when you asked about the interchangeable pieces, the Pikmin pole hit its bark. Would it be removable, swappable artifact? Yeah, The answer is that was it wasn't even interchangeable. It was like an additional thing. One of the things we were thinking about for Pikmin, wasn't it, Chocks, to have like booster packs
Yeah.
that you could have like keep putting towards your
It's
diorama.
like like build your own Pikmin diorama. It's a cool idea, man. Put PVC add-ons, build your own world.
The
possibly.
the only thing I could see about like booster packs would be like lemmings as well, right? Get a pack of lemmings, like.
Well, they're all different colours, right? You can get a bunch of yellows. No, they're Pikmin, right?
Yeah,
different colours.
yeah.
Like a big pack of like yellow Pikmins. The potential of that line.
If you could do a figure from any form of animation, what would you choose? It doesn't have to be human. Mononoke? Britt Edwards, any news on Ami PVC? Deja vu. Probably towards the end of the year. Are there any other licenses that you're hoping to do more PVC lines from? Absolutely. All new licenses, we're always keeping an eye out on it. PVCs are going to be essential for us expansion in the future. It has to be. Exclusively PVC lines? Probably not. There's no reason to. Why not both? Why not both? What do you guys recommend doing to keep the statues in tip-top shape? No exposure to the sunlight. Try and keep it behind glass if possible. Otherwise, sort of regular dusting. Nice sort of room temperature. And every night, just before you go to bed, sing it a lullaby. David! There's been a lot of discussion about F4F anime this week, so I wanted to focus my questions this week that New York Comic Con 2018 is under 3 months. Since Spike, Guts, and possibly Alphonse should be up for pre-order then, any chance of sending them over to a display for Funimation Aniplex? Hey, Chocks, why not?
Yeah.
2. What are your overall thoughts of the state of F4F anime thus far? Is the line going according to your expectations, or things going less smoothly than you hoped? Well, they're definitely going less smoothly than we hoped. If you go from our concept of doing anime into doing this, Spike will be our 4th. If you look at the progress between them, it's kind of hard to say because you can't just sort of lump anime together. Because licenses are licenses, just like we see in the video game world, licenses are licenses, and that's the difference between 200 pieces and 1,800 pieces, right? Licenses are licenses. But if you look at the overall thing, there's no doubt in my mind that anime has not been as accessible as I had hoped. In terms of, it's almost like build it and they will come. A lot of people will be saying that we haven't been marketing it very well, and that's fair enough. And I think we've improved overall in our marketing, not just for anime. We just haven't had those pieces. Guts is probably the first one that's had the benefit of their marketing, and that's done very, very well. But again, licenses are licenses, and what I am grateful for, of course, is the fact that the fans have been working with us to allow us to do some things that are a little less conventional. And one of the things with that would be Chocks is open pre-orders for however long it needs to be until production starts. So I really appreciate the fans allowing us to do that. And it breaks my heart when I see #finish the line. And that's obviously I want to it just I'm a little bit gun shy. Now, of course, Berserk has been our last one, and that has made me less gun shy. But again, it's making me less gun shy about Berserk, kind of thing. It definitely influenced the development of the future things since One Punch Man came out, and Samurai Champloo. It's kind of what's the word? Trying to be as sort of transparent as possible. Of course, it's been pretty tough. And it's influenced us a lot. So we keep a lot of things crossed now for next launch. I've got to say that, Chocks. Fingers crossed for that. And all eyes on Spike with regards to that. But it's definitely something that we're still committed to. And the reality is, it's kind of easy to forget that we've been doing video game stuff for 14 years. And we've got history of 14 years. We have 3PM saying how he was following us when he was still in his diapers, and now he's old enough to afford us. We've been around for a while in video game space, and we just don't have that history with anime. Of course, it makes me a little bit surprised when I see other companies that haven't been around and they launch with anime, get a good response straight away. Now, I don't know if it's all 100% there or whatever it may be, or, you know, who knows is the point, but yeah, so it is what it is, right, Chocks? We'll have to see. We're still committed. That's where we're at. Anything you want to add to that, Chocks?
No? I mean, it's still early days. I see it. Patient man, so just got to keep trying it.
Well, early days. It's been 2 years.
Still early days.
It is.
As in, like, early days, as in, like...
Well, we've been doing for 14 years.
How much time we spend on anime and stuff.
Yeah. But Petulia, you know, sub 150 is... If F4F is able to launch a new pre-order every 2 weeks of the year, that would be 26 unique statues plus variants per year. How many of those annual pre-orders would you ideally envision as being anime of the anime branch of F4F? In a perfect world, it has to be proportional to the number of anime licenses we have, as simple as that. And there will be... What was it last year? 1. This year will be, you know, 2. You know, if we put Jet at the end of the year, that's 3. Right? Off the top of my head. 1 in 2016, 1 in 2017, 3 this year. We've got quite a lot of stuff in development right now.
Well, like I said, 2016-17 was mainly
development,
development, so you can't really say, oh...
2016 was licenses, acquired. 17 is development. 17 and 18 is development, and then it's sort of starting to see it. Yeah. F4F seems to have a good relationship with Dark Horse, as they've distributed some of the F4F PVCs in the United States. As Dark Horse is also publisher for Berserk in the US, is there any chance you could distribute F4F Berserk resins as well to increase the potential for F4F Berserk in the US? They don't really do resins. It's not really their thing, or unless they've changed. I don't know is the answer to that. There's no reason why we can't have that conversation with them. Cedric Bardo, happy Rusev Day to both of you and to the chat. My understanding was that Rusev Day... Rusev, isn't that a... It's a...
Yeah, what is that? What's a Rufus Day?
Rusev Day is a WWE character, but is it every day is Rusev Day or something like that, or is it especially only one day? Because I remember him saying it last time. Don't tell me it's been a year already, because it doesn't feel like it was a year. Which license will give you the most creative freedom? Which one gave you the least? That's really hard to say, because they're all different depending on what it is we're talking about and what game and what license. That's really hard to answer. And yeah, actually, it's a little bit too close. I don't want to sort of go into that too much. It's a bit close. 2. Let's go back to when you made the Banjo TT. What would you have done if it was an overwhelming no? Now, that was a huge gamble for us. So the answer is, well, we would have still launched it. It just would have been a little bit like, yeah, guys, check this out, kind of thing. Of course, we would have done it. It's not like we've developed something in the past and then immediately voted. Oh, yes, we have. 3. There's some... Do you remember what those have been? That we've worked on and then voted it?
Yeah, a lot.
Like what? But we're talking... I'm talking about even further... No, because he's saying like... Yeah, we're talking like even further down the line. Like physical. Or like even license-wise. What?
Yeah, the...
No. That's faulted. Nah, that don't count.
That don't count?
Nah.
It was almost there.
Yeah, no, that don't count in terms of the sense that we still obviously had the OG for that. That's not a problem. I'm talking about like main dude, a main thing, and does like that. Well, first of all, let's talk about the obvious.
The obvious, and
yeah, the obvious one. Hold on.
You're trying to think about it.
Hold on. Oh yeah, yeah, that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is this one here. That's physical.
Right. Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
and
That's not physical, though.
talking about I made the physical thing. I had to redo it all. So yeah, it's definitely happened before. So would we have then not done banjo? Don't know. Are there some subjects licensors don't let you talk about, like the cost of licenses? Well, they don't explicitly say you can't talk about that. It's part of the contract. It's confidential, I guess, so therefore you can't talk about it. Well, what license is the most expensive to get? It's a bit close. It's a bit close. I'm not mad at you for what you said about Spike DE, which the fact there isn't one. DEs are something that really, you know, is not, it's got to make sense. Have you contacted Sega Atlas about Persona 5? There has been contact about that. How good is your poker face?
I think it failed miserably last week for less than a second. At which point?
I have an absolute amazing poker face.
At which point, Cedric?
I have a sword, I have a fish. Swordfish.
It was a good film.
It's not talking about a film, he's talking about Spike's plane. It's a spaceship. Is that something you want to see? Not that many people bought the Samus, the gunships.
Maybe it wasn't marketed right
Yeah.
back then.
Shane Gores. Hey Alex and Chocks. You spoke of possibly doing a Sonic line in the style of Sonic Mania. If you were to do that and create something, like Ray, Mighty, or even Sonic himself, would those statues become part of the classic line, or would it make a Sonic Mania line? The answer is Sonic. Well, we wouldn't create Ray and Mighty, or even Sonic himself. Sonic would be first, and it would be part of a Sonic Mania line.
A new line.
I mean, would they be the same size and scale? The answer is very likely. In terms of the line themselves, no. Do you know whether Scarborough Fair will likely be similar cost to size to MM? Don't have that information for you just yet. We're also obviously realizing that there are 4 versions of that, so that's something to consider as well. Cedric Bardot, do you really want to make WWE statues? Have you tried reaching the WWE about that? Nope. Any news about a partnership with GNF? Do we have any information on that resin statue from that? In a few months, wasn't it? Is that for sure? Oh, that's cool. And we can take orders there.
I'm not sure about that.
Why the fuck not?
As long as...
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's...
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, the answer is, if everything goes smoothly, Cedric, we will be taking it to Gamescom. Niles Schumacher. Hello, Alex. Is it possible to send you a kind of fan package? Something like the 10 best sweets in Germany or something like that? If so, it would be great if you give me an address or publish it in the OCC. Don't forget the Earthworm Gym. We love to receive, you know, fan pack. What was our first one we ever got? The first one was Celine's invite.
Yeah.
Second one was JB's weighing scales. The third one was JC's cards. Is there any more? In terms of being sent, I mean, we've had gifts being brought over. Much appreciated to Michael Lai. Very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Saw him on Tuesday.
like Bang and Sarah.
No, I'm talking about like.
It was sent over.
Yeah, but that was to my house. Does that count? It's not quite that obvious. Yeah, that counts.
Of course it counts.
Of course it counts. Of course it counts. Yeah, nice one. James B. With Morrigan in development, could potentially see Lilith or Felicity, of course, if it does well. Who will be the next Tekken character? Watch this space. If it, that would likely be Yoshimitsu. Hiroban Jr. How's Snake been coming along a while? Haven't seen anything of him. Yeah, coming very nicely. I'll do some videos in the club. Salim Desha, why don't you make slight changes in the statues like the one on Silver or Sonic? I wish you understand what I mean. Glowing and fixed lights, I can change between them. The answer to that is, we didn't do fixed light for... I don't think we did fixed light for Silver. It was just boom, boom, right? But the hands themselves are fixed. If you're just talking about the base, yeah, we should be doing that in the future. Just making sure each one has a always on switch as well. I think that's what you're talking about. Shane, can you guys create a statue of the ice key from Banjo-Kazooie and then upload it to your website with no way to order it? Rally the fans. Absolutely rally the fans. Jake Mayer, since Spike and Jet are basically done, how long after Spike will Jet follow? You tell me. But I would say something like 3 to 4, 5 months. Whatever you guys can handle. Randy Gerards, would you have done some statues differently if you didn't have to ask for approval? Yeah. Is there any news about looking to provide both 1/4 and 1/6 variants? It would make a lot of collectors really happy to boost sales. I really agree with you, but I have a huge difficulty understanding, not with the first one, but with the second, with the third, with the fourth. My problem is this. If you order a 1/4 and a 1/6, and you order the 1/4, and the 1/4 does really badly, why would we make a 1/4 in the second in the line? That, dear Andy, is a question I do not have the answer for, and until you can give me the answer to that, I don't know what to do. The first one is easy. You got to think past the first one. What would happen if the second one is fine? 1/4 one. Let's make it even harder. The first time it's boom boom 1/4 1/6, right down the line. Next one 1/4 1/6, 60/40 1/4. You go into the fifth end of the line. It's now down to the fact that 1/6 really is not the popular one. It's only 5% of the order. What are you going to do then? Do I really start making that? I mean...
the simple question from the customer will probably just finish the line. You go in there with the expectation of finishing the line.
At those scales, and I don't want to commit to that. If no one wants to buy it, or it's a small percentage of the sales, I have a hard time, doing it.
Assuming the sales would be like 1,000, let's say 1,000 1/4, 800 1/6.
Fine, no problem. But what happens if it's 50 1/4 and 1,000 1/6? Then what?
That 1,000 1/6 should be able to cover the 1/4?
No, but it's a waste of time and effort and resources. I'm not here to subsidise each other's. Okay, let's make it a little bit more.
That's the kind of different mentality I'm saying. A lot of people would think, well, if it sells 2,000 1/6 and it only sells 50 1/4, then 2,000 1/6.
Okay, yeah. How about we do it again then, yeah? You ready for this? 300 1/4, 20 1/6.
Mm-hmm. Should even bother finishing the line at all, for both of them. But then you should have enough budget to anticipate finishing the line. I'm just speaking from a customer, right? From like uneducated customer or whatever, what type of customer, right? Any type of customer would be like, well, if you go in there thinking of getting a license, you're going in there, getting a license and aiming to finish the whole thing. I'm getting banned out of the club, aren't I?
These are one of those moments I know that if I keep looking at you, you're going to keep on going.
Hey, I'm just saying, this is the kind of conversation
I just
you
know,
get. I'm saying.
I'm going to stop now and just look at Chocks right now.
I'm being transparent. You guys are like that, you know. Like, I mean, there's right or wrong. There's no right or wrong in this situation, but that's the difficulty we face.
Correct.
Every single day with
Of
all
course,
the
the collector will obviously want us to commit to that line.
And guys, these are the comments that I also see in the club and out the club, and I like throw this at Alex every single day. Alex comes to me, hey Chocks, what do you think of this? And I'm like,
yeah, of course
I'm being the worst customer here.
Yeah,
I said, why don't you
course.
do that and do that and do that, and then we'll go, oh, let's try and
How do we make
balance,
that first?
balance the levels, the weighing scales. Let's
course.
bring that back up and compromise on that.
Sometimes I go to Chocks with an idea, and then he comes up with something so like customer focused that is like the worst kind of customer focus. I don't talk to him for a week, and then we only talk about Friday Q&A. We start talking afterwards. No, but you know, look, and that's the point.
Yeah,
I can't make that commitment to the customer, and therefore that's why we've not done it, and that's the point.
But you got to find that balance. Hey, I'm talking from a marketing point of view now. It's all like, hey, you know, it's a business here. If we keep on doing that for every single project, that's a high risk, right?
That's first no figures.
Yeah, it's a very high risk doing that method. All right, you might get lucky one time, but does it work? Does that formula work
And
every
the
single
problem
time?
is,
It doesn't work like that.
the development cycles is such that you double up all your costs for everything, and then you've done it in anticipation of doing it every 2 weeks, and then you find out very quickly that it doesn't work. Then what? You've already got them there. Oh yeah, the vault is getting pretty hard to close because there's so much shit coming out of it. That version needs to go. Just ask Michael, he knows what's up.
If that money tree constantly throws down money at us, hey, we could do 1/4, 1/6, both at the same time.
Absolutely, I'd love to do it.
1/10, 1/7, 1/8, 1/3. But, you know, like, money doesn't grow on trees. Yeah. So, you know, backtracking from what I said, you know, that's the kind of stuff that, you know,
That you should consider on our side. The
yeah,
reason why
and
we
we
do gun
consider on both sides and be like, oh, hold on, that's not going to work, because let's say this line has like 5 characters or 3 characters. It gets tricky every single time you go down a line.
Right.
Because you assume less and less people will be interested to complete the line, and that's very risky.
Right. Indeed. Rani Gerards. By putting so much emphasis on low numbers, does it backfire? Doesn't it backfire because some people will get angry for missing out due to not knowing or problems when validating? The answer is small percentage. Definitely like it. Definitely love the mini game. I like it. And if we can get it working on our side smoothly, then it's more about the customers not knowing, and that's just the part of it. And if it's something that we've screwed up, well, then that's what we're going to try and do some forensic investigation. Nesubuchi, the new SD non-DS shown at Gamescom will be up for sale at the convention, or just a reveal. It will be up for pre-order. Exclusive. Joe, in the way that I explained earlier. Joe Waliza, will the vault be open one day? That would be epic. That Artorias. The answer is Michael Lai knows. Hashtag. Alessio Bucci. According to the shipping calendars, Jin, SD, RT, Sonic, Mugen are on the same boat to Europe, but the final payments is taken the 20th of July. For Jin or Sonic, I have no idea. No idea. Sorry, that's not something I look into. That's on Brenda. Why would the final payment be taken if it's still in the boat? I find that very unlikely. I'm sure they will not take your money if it's not in the warehouse. Adam Elgamal, what are the numbers for True for Midnight given? Any Yakuza updates working on it? Some improvements on the head sculpt has been done. Any Phoenix Wright updates? Have submitted it to the big C. I need to send it to them. I need to make some changes. I got some feedback this morning. Any update on the US tax imports? Nope. Any interchangeable ice with Banjo Kazooie the way everyone wins? The answer is nope, not going to happen. Any updates on the Mini Crystal, Dragon Jiggy, or musical notes? The answer is working on it. 7. Someone mentioned adding Kazooie's feathers to the little swoosh effect to make it more interesting. It's accurate. was that the one of the things submitted to Ref for approval? If not, I do hope it is in the future. The answer is I'm not going to any of that information. Where is Arnold? I don't know. Edgar Ramirez, I come from the future. Nice spike hype video you got there. Looking forward to seeing reserving from the future. Shit, he really did. He wrote that and came from the future 12 hours ago.
Well, it was the worst kept secret, wasn't it?
It was the worst.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Edgar. I'll see you next Friday.
Shout out to Rachel Griffiths, David in the house, Damien Christoph, what's going on? Melissa McLeod, what's going on? Jake Mayo, what's going on, mate? Ed Amalgam in the house. Patrick Reibensteiner, how's it going? Derek Baker in the house. Lida Baldini, gonna with the Blue Hearts, and Cedric Bardot. Yo! Sweet. ST Soler numbers from Alessio Bucci. The answer is do not have that information. Did he sell more than STRT? I believe he did, but only because of the combo. Which is kind of like what we expected from the resin sales. John Kutzpa. Kaustab. I'm going to go for Kaustab. What's the next Sonic the Hedgehog diorama do you plan on doing 25th? The answer is Sonic and Tiles Helicopter. Do you plan on doing more characters on the FMA series once Alphonse Edwards is released? Absolutely, if there is the support there. I love how you interact with your fan base, customers, and try to keep adjusting upcoming statues that are within reason and when you can. Keep up the amazing work, guys. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for the kind words, John. I see you're a new member, and that's really great to see that you've, you're getting involved in the community. So thank you for that. Let's Bucci. Is Soler ST and Point Pace the Sun Soler being produced at the same factory? Will they be shipped together? Might there be delays due to the transparent Pace the Sun edition? The answer is actually the Praise the Sun version is going to be finished at a different factory. That's more to do with like hands-on stuff, because it's more hands-on than a PVC factory is used to, because it's involves a lot of sort of transparent stuff and inserting by hand. James Bennington, patience is virtue, but will 25th be delayed anymore? The answer is, that factory is super slow. I do apologise about that. And they're not long for this world in terms of our relationship with them. I believe they're on the home stretch. Chris Medeiros, with the changes coming to Banjo, you're going to run some of your ideas by the club, or will it be just you and Rare? It's already been done, already been submitted, and it's a Rare and F4F thing. Hey, what's up, MJP? You're not cementing, I hope, today in the sun. Oh, he is.
Oh, he's finally got around to playing that digger.
Yeah?
Yeah, it got rid of a bush. He had to take down the wall. He said it's by the gate.
Is he doing it on his own? Or has he got some other people?
I think he's doing it on his own.
Yeah?
I don't know. Maybe he's got some couple of helpers. I don't know. He doesn't cut corners. He does a good job. So if you...
Well, no, he does cut corners, literally.
But I've seen his cementing work and his bricklaying stuff. Not bad.
Yeah?
Not bad. Yeah.
Hey guys, just looking for an update on your change of address policy, as the CS response seems to vary from customer to customer. Is F4F now actively seeking proof of new addresses in the form of utility bill accepted in the F4C account holder's name only standard going forwards? How long is it being in place for, and what's the reason behind this? Fraud prevention is the main reason, and also we're trying to do it so we don't allow for, we've never allowed for transfer of pre-orders, and we want to make sure we keep it that way. Because people are trying to do that as a way to like sell it on the side and then transfer it to somewhere different. Like, how can you be in this location and then all of a sudden say it's somewhere there, but the other orders are not? We don't allow for transfers of sales, of pre-orders.
MJP, all on my own.
Oh, nice one.
I thought you work on your own on a Sunday and you work with some other guys on a weekday.
But also, just to say, the fraud prevention is you should be sending it to those places based on that, because we have difficulties with, we've done it before when we have been defrauded and it's gone to different places, and
we're very, very flexible, honestly. I do shop around a lot online.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of places where outright, even when you sign up for an account, even when your first payment, you're sending some proof of address and all that stuff, and once it's locked down, you cannot cancel your order, or else you'll be instantly blacklisted, and any orders has to be shipped to that address where the
All place, or the
card holder
yeah.
register that
Yeah,
place. I mean, sure, you get some other places where you can ship it to a different work address, but you know, there's no such thing as like transferring orders and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's my 2
But it's also, as I said, it's fraud prevention.
Yeah.
James Reyes, when's the new Ica poll going up? Hashtag would you do it for 700? Joshua Harmon, I made a funny post for Hunter x Hunter. Response was okay, curious. If it's a license that you think has potential, one that's ever crossed your mind. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been requesting it. That would need to TT before, you know, for realistic sort of, but we also know that place has already got some, it's already being serviced at the moment. So, Victor Navarro Vilgren, will you likely to continue with the Sonic anniversary celebrations by doing a statue every 5 years? Well, I mean, that's future Chocks and Alex problems. The answer is, well, why not? We did it for 20th, 25th. Hopefully we're around for the 30th. It's coming up pretty quickly because we were super slow with the 25th. So
hurry up, Sega.
We should probably start working on the 30th now.
Yeah, let's get that going.
If so, maybe the next one for 2021 could be Monsonic with his high-speed shoes, mostly known as his soap shoes he wears in Sonic Adventure 2. You know what, Victor? Hit me up in 3 years to see if that's, you know, if that's still something that you think. I'm sure you have a lot of ideas between now and then. So be sure to hit me up in the next few years. Matthew McClory. Any updates on the Spyro PVC and Spyro the Dragon shipping day, and will Miss Crystal Dragon be separate order if we want it? The answer is nothing to report, nothing to report, and nothing to report. That information is, I want to, especially with the resin, we're at that stage now where when I give some information on that, it should really be kind of final, and they're not at that stage yet because it's coming down the home stretch for that, and yeah. Larissa, how's Bowser looking? I believe they're starting to finally get that moving forwards with regards to the production.
Bowser.
Monia Lisa, hey Alex and Chocks, I'm back and here to stay. Yo, welcome back.
Hey Monia, it's been a while.
Again. Gimme Zelda, yo. Anyways, waifus onwards to the questions. What are the chances of ever seeing a Super Smash Bros. Design for Princess Zelda? The answer is, isn't she got a couple of variants in there?
Yeah. Coming out in December, the game.
Unlikely. Because that's not a license we hold. Do you have any Zeldas in mind right now? And if you were to make one, which game would it be from, considering Breath of the Wild is done at the moment? Considering Breath of the Wild is done at the moment, would you be open to making Zeldas from other games other than Breath of the Wild? If we were going to be making a Zelda, it'd most likely be from Breath of the Wild, but if we could do what we would do it from, would probably be Ocarina. Where are those hard coders coming out? Yeah, we should get some of those mocked up in 3D. Remind me to speak that, to put that on the list. I'll make a note to Chris right now. Ever thought about making signed posters for the figures you made? Of course, limited editions for those. Yeah, I mean, definitely art prints in the future. Limited edition ones of those to be sold. A bit more ambitious, bigger sizes, all that sort of stuff is definitely something that we would look to do later on. But that would really sort of coincide with more staff that's more dedicated for that, right? Not current levels of stuff. We've got to concentrate on doing that. But, you know, I can see hiring a merchandiser, handling the plush more, handling...
the core line.
The core, yeah,
core
pretty
team,
much.
The core staff.
Yeah.
Core
Pretty
production.
Much. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You know, get the Chinese counterpart with their Hong Kong designer. Bada bing, bada boom.
First for core.
There we go. First for core. Are you still making dioramas? Because you haven't made it in quite a while. What is a diorama per se? The only dioramas we've ever been really making has been from Sonic, and we will continue to be making those. So the other dioramas we've been making?
Lincoln Servo, right? A true... that's like a, that's like a semi-diorama.
Which one?
A Lincoln Servo.
Yeah, right, there you go.
Yeah.
Good point. When it comes to authentication, should we censor card numbers before we post online? Well, as I was saying to Denise, if you post that, they could technically go 1, 2, post 3, until they find one that actually works. But the answer is yes, you should do.
Censor it. Be safe.
Troy Blair, how many Legend of Zelda pre-orders are left for this year? Nice try. The answer for that is...
Was Worms' diorama, wasn't it?
yeah, I guess so.
Nice one, Kelly.
Oh, yeah. Cool, yeah. In terms of Zelda, Zelda products, there's nothing to report just yet. We have some things cooking, but nothing to report just yet. Michael Pillot, hope you guys are having a good day. Regarding the Castlevania line, will the next Lord of Shadow piece game will be 1/6 as well? What can you share about this next piece? The answer is yeah, it would be 1/6. Still a while away, but it would match the same size as Dracula. Regarding that soonish Alphonse tease, I have yet to spot it. That's a good point. Ask Michael, he knows. Hashtag. Do you, not you, Michael, Mr. Light. Do you guys have any plans to come and visit Canada? I'm sure there's conventions that could be worth it. Well, will it be worth it? We're going to test that out with Gamescom. That's the point, guys. That's the point, guys. Please tell me Alphonse has not been pushed back to Q4. Troy Blair scared me. Apologies. Q3. If everything goes smoothly. James Tesk, to clarify, I was thinking about full throne will be definitive. Cushion will be the same pose as full throne, but without the full throne, just the cushion. Yeah, I know, that's what you were saying.
The cushion top.
Yeah, no, I know, that's exactly what you're saying, but I was saying that the X is the throne, and therefore the cushion is the nerfed version.
We've skipped some of Monya's question.
Really?
Have we?
No, I didn't.
Do we refresh it?
I most certainly did not miss any of your questions, Monya. Did you edit it?
Monya.
Seymour.
Edited 6 minutes ago.
Ah, well, that's why.
How many questions? Is it just the one?
No, she's gone up to when it comes to authentication.
Yeah, the one above it. Did you answer that? I guess I did. We've done that one, right?
Oh,
no, yeah.
She's done a lot of, like, she's not done it sequentially, so I have no idea. What?
Oh.
Do you both have a favourite statue that you like to see people post compared to others? No? All of them are babies. Can FlexiPay dates be customized to a single user? The answer is it cannot be. It's totally inflexible for now. But we know that's something that we would love to be able to change. Why doesn't Zelda Puppet have LEDs when she's called Zelda exclusive? Because she's not Zelda's exclusive. And exclusives don't mean that they come with LEDs. By default. It could be a variant of what she is. But it's not. It's her own thing. How are the statues actually numbered? Do you number it and then make it on the order they were actually made, or do you just randomly number them later? They're totally randomly numbered. When it comes to authentication, should we... Yeah, so, cool. Monya, done.
Is it James Tesk?
Yeah, I've done him.
Huh?
Oh, well, I was just saying, can you do a... You can... sure, try something on Fun Day and see if people want it. As I said, I wasn't trolling, I was just trying to understand if that really is a demand for that. I wouldn't normally go there unless you suggested it, but I can understand that you have a concern for it as well. But the law. Can I have my Metroid Prime Space Pirate with a color changing beam LEDs? No problem, I can organize that for you, especially because I've had experience doing that. Or my Gunship 3. Do people want that? I think I try to get people to rally. Maybe I need to run an official poll for that. Michael Polot, regarding Alphonse, you said multiple times that he was the biggest F4F statue yet and would be expensive. How do you think starting that piece would affect the FMA line down the road? Don't you think it would be easier to start the line with a smaller piece? The answer is sure, but that's not how it worked. Cedric Bardot, Chocks Chocks.
Chocks, last week when I asked about Spike DE, you showed Alex something on the PC and you were talking about a spaceship. Swordfish, I guess. And Alex's poker face broke.
No.
What did I show you?
I don't know, but totally, nice try. My poker face does not ever break.
Curtis.
This but Jingos.
Jingos.
Yeah, I agree. Would you want them in metal or PVC? I'll write a poll on that. Mini transformations would be cool as well. Nana say, what was the last package you both guys received that you were as excited about as us receiving F4F statues? That's more Chocks than me. Chocks.
What was the last package you guys both received that you were excited about as receiving? Is this F4F stuff, samples and all that stuff?
No. He's talking about anything.
Anything? Oh
Yeah.
my god. Every single package that I receive, I'm excited for. Because I personally purchased them. Why wouldn't I be excited for? Unless I open it and it's totally damaged and whatnot, then yeah, I'll be disappointed. But I'm always excited to receive packages.
I've ordered 2 things on Amazon, and I'm excited about those.
Yeah.
But
Amazon Japan or Amazon US?
US.
US.
Japan didn't have it.
Okay.
But I'm super concerned.
I receive a lot of packages though.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. I'm super concerned that I can't do anything with them.
Why? Is it an electrical thing?
Yeah, I know. So I bought that sous vide machine I was telling you about, right?
Oh. The cooking device.
Yeah, the sous vide machine, right? Yeah.
I thought you had one.
Yeah, no, I bought that, as I told you.
Oh,
right?
that was a new thing. That was a new toy you would...
But I've already got that. But
Oh,
that's
okay.
not what I ordered online.
Right.
I bought that sous vide thing. And the thing about the sous vide, it made the most wonderful steak that I've ever had. But it comes out looking really naff. It comes out like grey and looking really nasty. But what you do is you then what's the word? You crust it up.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple of ways you can do that. And one of the ways is to pan fry it.
Right.
But the problem with that is if you have a kind of, because I can only afford to kind of finish steaks, right? The moment you put it on the hot pan, it's very easy to then, as to get that surface, is it goes up and then almost like the pink meat from the, so semi-pink meat from the medium rare becomes a little bit more grey because of the crust, and it sort of almost, and because you have on all sides, it almost becomes my medium rare becomes medium almost, and possibly even hard done, right? So the way to do it is use a that's options available to me is using a blowtorch, right? So for the blowtorch I've got in Hong Kong style, right, is like pew pew. It's like a pew pew gun, right? And it's like for creme brulees and shit like that, right?
Right,
pew
yeah.
pew, right? I looked online, like, America's got these fuck off huge fucking searing motherfucking things, right? And I bought it. And it's called a Searzall, right? And it's like an attachment.
And they ship that to Hong Kong.
It's an attachment that goes over it, right?
Right.
So that's a step 1, right?
Okay.
And the thing is, that is like spreads out the flame and it becomes much more even. So it's not like a, because the pew is like a one of those electric ones. Because yeah. But this one sort of spreads it out over flame and it's more service like that, right? The next thing is you would the thing is, right, that only fits over a cover called the Burnzomatic like 800, which is used for like welding shit, right?
Right.
It's like next level stuff, and the torch of the Burnzomatic, right, is like, if I'm going pew pew, that's like fucking bazooka shit, right? It's like huge flames, and it's like for like welding shit, right? It converts it into a spreading it.
Right.
So I've got that, the cover, and I've got the tip of this Burnzomatic, and what you've got to stick in there is propane.
Right.
I don't think you can get that in Hong Kong.
You know?
You can get the shitty kind of
The
like...
shitty canisters, yeah?
Yeah, which is, I'm using that to fill up my thingy bomb.
Right.
But in terms of the thing that goes with the Burnzomatic, I don't think I can... I'm not sure I can find that.
Okay.
So it would be like... But if I can get that, you're coming over for that steak. Trust me.
You say that a lot.
I just really hope I can find it.
This guy keeps saying, I found the best turkey ever, or I found the best steak.
No. This is... Trust me. Even Mao Zedong would say, hope. Jake Mayer, for the 1/4, 1/6 problem, why don't you open up pre-orders for both scales? If our numbers are not good enough, scrap it and offer refunds or even a discount for the other scales for those affected. No problem, but it's a problem if it's the 4th in the line. Of course we would offer it if we were cancelling it. We would cancel it. Of course we would give back the money. That goes without saying, Jake. The problem would be...
But that also builds up that will also build up that kind of what's the word? The reputation, yeah? Reputation, sorry, of these guys will open a pre-order and if it doesn't do well, we'll just cancel it. And you keep doing that with every 1/4, 1/6, you get the idea of how much that hate will build up.
It's a tough one. I don't think there's a real answer for that. Curtis Spence, what happened if you open 1/4 and 1/6 and the 1/4 is the one that's only 5% and 1/6 might sell better in general? Oh, don't get me wrong, yes it will sell better in general, but the problem is for those 1/4 buyers. And those 1/4 buyers bought it and then they don't realise actually, you know what, we've been so scathed with the fact that there's been no orders for the 1/4 that or they've been really, really small, and let's say we do it. But the problem is, like, when they both are really good, and then the next in the line, they're both really good, but the third in the line, it's, like, really not, and the fourth in the line, it's really not. Then it becomes a huge problem, because they've got guys who are 2, 3 into committed in a certain scale, and then all of a sudden, they can't continue the range at their scale. There will be hell to pay. That's the difficulty. Any news with Isaac Clarke Dead Space? Any updates on that, Chocks? What's the...
I don't think there's much updates. 1.3k votes in total. 806 said yes. 462 said no.
If we were to look into that, Chocks, April next year.
April next year. Is it May? It's not May. It's May, isn't it?
No, it's April.
Is it? Is it in May? I'm sure it's in May. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant.
Oh, right. Right? Right? Amazing, right? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. If I wait till then, do you get it? Right. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I get it. One more question.
It has been said that you do, Brennan Wynn, it's been said that you do not produce the entire edition size. If the wait list is short, say 15 more, whatever, would you still produce more statues to fill those, or wait till the list grows? Do you make to fill? No, the answer is there needs to be enough, at least 50 or 60 or 70, really, to bother redoing it. We wouldn't do it for like 15 pieces. Done! Who dat?
Nice.
Test.
Four winners are going to be chosen this week, guys, because we didn't do who dat last week. So 2 extra winners this week for a chance to win 1,000, no, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, up to 4,000. Is that up to 4,000 or 8,000 now?
8,000.
Up to 8,000 reward points each. So that's 32. Yeah, 8, 16, yeah, 32,000 reward points up for grabs this week. Alright, guys. Let's do it. Everyone start testing. Guys, we're going to choose the comments. We're going to choose the answers from the screen above, in front of us. So, yeah.
How can I make this high resolution? HD?
That's right, Andriano.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Oh. Is it the character name?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, guys, you got to get the character name correctly and spelt correctly. Alright? So we're going to choose 4 winners on the screen, the comments in front of us. And, yeah, good luck, guys. Troy, we've answered all your questions in the Q&A thread. Alright, see you later, Scabs.
Alright, let's do this. In 3, 2.
Where's your coins?
What? What do you need the coins for?
Just use these as coins. Like.
In 3, 2, 1. Who dat? It's gonna be impossible.
Huh? What's...
Who dat?
What? What am I looking at?
Nothing. Who dat? That's what it will be looking like, yeah?
The character, guys.
Who dat? Who dat? Is that the thing that you're
Yeah, I think you guys got it right, yeah.
Who dat?
Get the correct spelling right, guys. Too much glare.
Alright, let me turn it up. You're right. Good call, good call. Good call, good call. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Who dat?
No one's got it right yet.
Who dat? Who dat? Alright, it's kind of hard this one. I'm going to bring it out a bit.
It's kind of hard. Why is everyone saying Dante?
Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? That guy from that one series. You're right, Larissa.
Oh, is it?
Obvious. Who that?
Oh, is it?
Alright, done.
Are we in agreement?
We're in agreement.
Well done, guys.
Serious Sam.
Pew pew.
Pew pew, Serious Sam. We have 3 winners. Philip.
4 winners.
4 winners. Philip Essinger, Kana Unzelgul, Petulia in the house, and Ms. Rahi. Now I have to ask Petulia every single time you seem to get on it. It's because you just wait until Choco starts right and then you just say whatever they did. You did that for the robot of Rise of the Robots. You did it for something else that you didn't even know what it was. You just copied someone. What was it, that one that you did it with? Was it the Rise of the Robots, the one that you snuck in, Petulia?
Yeah.
We forgive, but we never forget.
Right, guys. So, has Philip played before?
We got...
It's hard to spell that name, Essinger, because
It's got a
funny character.
Schlassenloch, was it?
Oh, he has played before.
Oh, level 3! He's got balls on him. He's
in-
got balls on him. He went for level 3. He went for level 4.
Back in episode 42.
Damn! That's like 30 weeks ago, yo. We haven't been doing it that long, have we? Where have the coins gone?
But I don't think Kana.
Ah.
I don't think Kana has played before.
Mizrahi definitely has.
Yeah.
He's a 1k done. Walk awayer.
That's right. So everyone apart from Kana hasn't played before. So let's hope Kana will pick up.
Let's see if he gets some, what's the word? Let's see what kind of player he is.
Yeah.
If he's a runs away or a player. Nice one, Petulia. Alright, we're going to kick it off. Philip Essinger, you are an OG player. You know what's up. 3 coins, 4 hands. In 3, 2, 1. Boom! Hand number 1, 2, 3, 4 for a chance to win 500 war points. Let us know. Let us know in the comments. Hand number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's go. Jiggy, 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 jiggy. Essinger's gone for hand number 3. If you went hand for number 4, you would have got
really quick.
500 war points. Number 2 would have got 500 war points. But 3, 2, 1. Ooh, not bad. Well done.
Right, 500 reward points. Or you can walk away.
2 coins, 3 hands, and 3, 2, 1. Boom! For a chance to win 1,000 reward points. If you decide to walk away, let us know what you would have gone for. If you're still playing, let us know if you're going for hand number 1, 2, or 3 for a chance to win 1,000 reward points. Good luck. Bon chance.
1, 2, or 3.
1, 2,
For a chance
or 3.
for 1,000 reward points. Or you can still walk away now.
Victor says 3. Phone a friend.
What's the other option? Phone a friend. 50-50, wasn't it?
Mm.
And ask the audience.
Ask the audience.
Yeah,
There
ask,
you
the
ask the audience.
ask the audience.
Philip says 3. If you went for hand number 2, you already got yourself 1,000 reward points, but you decided to go for 50, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, these are getting easier and easier.
What's going on? Are they figuring us out?
I figured you out.
Yeah.
You got a tail. You got a twitch.
You got a twitch. We have here a flower and a number. It's a 50-50 chance. For 2,000 reward points, are you going to go for flower or...
Or you can walk away with that 1,000 points.
Flower or number for a chance to win 2,000 reward points? Let us know in the comments what you're going for.
Flower or points? Oh, sorry, flower or number? Easy peasy, I'll walk away. Let me see if there's
Spamming the the thumbs up will stop comments, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, he's gone for
He's
flower,
gone
right?
for flower.
Okay, so can whoever's
Do you want
spamming
me to
that?
do you want me to refresh your thing?
Yeah, yeah. You gotta like,
Yeah, because we
stop.
want to... Where'd I go? Just
Yeah,
that?
can the person who's spamming the like button please don't, because it means that the words don't come up, please. Thank you. All right, he went for flower though.
Can I
That's
turn,
been
can I
seen, yeah.
turn that off?
You can't. I've tried to figure out. You can't do it. He's there. Flower.
Yeah,
anyway,
just
okay.
making sure.
Yeah,
just making sure.
okay.
Flower, right? He's
All
going
right.
for flower.
All right, here we go.
All right, thanks.
He's gone for it though, yeah. I hope it's not been like.
He's gone for flower, right? Yeah.
But what I mean is like I'm walking away, but I would have gone for flower. We don't know if he's done that, but we're just gonna assume not.
Don't assume. He did say that because then he'll go. I did say that.
I did say that. Yeah, I did say that. All right, or I didn't say that, depending on what the outcome is.
Right.
All right, in 3,
Good
2,
luck.
1. D. You're giggling before I even got like denied.
Denied.
1 down, 3 to go. All right, cannons up. Oh, thanks, Uncle Scabs. I appreciate that.
What?
There's Uncle Scabs mashing it.
Ah.
Cannons up. He knows what's up now. Here we go. 4 coins, 3 hands. Sorry, 3 coins, 4 hands for a chance to win 500 reward points. Bada bing, bada boom. Do you go for hand number 1, 2, 3, or 4? Let us know in the comments. It is a 75% chance.
Or you can walk away right now and tell us which hand you would have gone for.
Philip, he said last time I also chose a flower. No luck with that damn plant.
Unlucky, mate.
Unlucky. Let us know, Kana. What are you going for? 1, 2, 3, or 4. Adriano says 2. Stefan says 3. Kana says 2. If you went for hand number 1, you would have got yourself 500 war points. If you went for hand number 4, you would have got yourself 500 war points. But you decided to go 50-50 in 3, 2, 1.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Beginner's luck. But that beginner's luck runs out right now. I strongly recommend you walk away 500 points. It's nice. It's alright. It's alright.
I strongly you go for it.
2 coins, 3 hands for a chance to win 500 reward points in 3 to 1,000 points, 3 to 1. Boom! Hand number 1, 2, or 3 for a chance to win 1,000 reward points.
You can walk away 500 points. Go for it. You know, your odds are still high. Go for that 1,000 points. Go for it.
Cassie says 3, Stefan says
Go
1.
for number 1.
Double down.
Go for number 1.
Go for number 3. Go for number 2.
I was going for number 3.
Hey, you listen to me. That's a good call to listen to me. I can tell you though, if you listened to Chockles, you went for number 1, you would be sitting there on
Told you.
1,000 war points. But no, you decided to make it difficult for yourself because of course it is your first time. In 3, 2, 1. Ah! Denied! 2 down, Chocks. 2 to go.
You should have listened to him and said walk away with that 500 reward points.
I love it. Petulia. Let's do this. How's he done before? He's
He played the last game, like 76 episode, because we skipped 77.
yeah. But no, but he's done loads of them.
He's
He's been
level 2
loads.
and
So
died.
type in Alex and like search. He's been in loads of them. Keeps looking for the time that you start writing stuff and then immediately cuts and pastes it.
Cut some paste. Alex Petula, episode 54, level 1 and
Died.
61,
Level 3 and died. That's a no point so far.
69,
Level 3 and died. I like it. Number 4. 4th time. Level 2 and died. I like it when Alex plays. He always gets somewhere, but he always has the same conclusion. I love it. Is it Petulia? Let us know. Next time you'll get me. Alright, Kana, let's see what you've got. Good luck, Petulia. 3 coins. 4 hands. In 3, 2, 1. Boom! Hand number 1, 2, 3, or 4 for a chance to win 500 reward points. Petulia in the house.
Don't go for number 1.
Definitely don't go for number 4.
Don't go for number 2.
I strongly recommend you go for number 3. A double bluff. Terj says 3. Adriana says 2. Victor says 2.
Don't go for this one, seriously.
Seriously, go for this one.
Don't go for this one.
It's a trick. Number 1. Vittorio says 3.
Alex, anytime.
He says his stream's a little bit delayed.
Alex. Don't go for this one.
He went for hand number 2. Well, if you went for 4, you would have got yourself 500. If you went for 1, you would have got yourself 500. But you went for 2 and 3 to 1.
Alright.
Walk away.
Walk away. This will be
Get your first time you ever get some points.
Yeah.
2 hands, 3 coins. And 3, 2, 1. Boom. For a chance to win 1,000 reward points. Hand number 1, 2, or 3.
Go for this one. Go for number 1.
Go for number 2. Go for number 3.
Would
I lie to you, baby? Would I lie to you?
1,000 reward points. Oh, just lose it all. Or lose that 500 and walk away. Don't break that trend. Go for number 1.
There's some things guaranteed in life. What is it? Death, taxes, and petunia messing up a who dat. Hey Jake, we're going to be running that right after this.
As soon as Alex
decides to join us.
Yes.
Anytime you
Is
want.
Josh still around? Josh, Mizrahi, are you still here?
Mizrahi, tell me you're
You're
around.
up next.
Anytime you want, right now. Anytime. It's not on that side, is he? No. I never walk away. Hand 3. Alright, if you went for hand number 2, you would have got yourself 1,000. You decided to go for hand number 3. Alright. Petulia. Flower. Number 50-50. Let's do this.
50-50. Alright, Josh.
Do you think he's like
what?
slowing down the speed and then he's like watching it as it lands? Let's see. Watch on the ski. Is it if you like?
Watch how it lands.
You couldn't tell.
I don't know. I don't. When you went up and came back down, when you went up, like here, right?
Yeah.
When it went up, it came back down like that.
Oh really?
So there wasn't any flip. So if you if you notice what image it started off like that, it went up and went like that.
It was a flip.
It wasn't. It was like that.
Nah, man.
That's a big hint, Alex.
Yeah, Mizrahi's there just waiting his turn.
Yeah, Mizrahi. He's like, come on, Alex.
Yeah, he's saying it's really laggy.
It's my turn to win 8,000 reward points.
All I would say about that is, you best go out now then.
See, Victor saw it. Yeah, I saw it, Chuckles. That's right, Victor. He went like that there, right? He went, whoop. Oh, he's going for flower. See?
OMG.
He's broke the tradition so far, right?
G.
2,000 reward points.
I get really worried when they get past the 50-50.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you.
That, go for it. 4,000 reward points. Like you said, you never walk away, right? So you have to play.
Don't know, Chocks. I'm a little bit concerned.
He was shouting at us, I never walk away.
I get a little bit concerned. One hand. One coin. 3 coins.
3 hands.
Yeah, that's what I meant. 1 coin, 3 hands. I'm in state of shock. State of shock.
You're getting him all wound up now.
Here
Guys,
we go.
I'm not that bright. I decided on my own before we even started.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, then you might as well tell us which hand now.
Yeah, right. 1 coin, 3 hands in 3, 2, 1. Boom! For a chance to win 4,000 reward points.
Oh my god. 4,000 reward points. Right, I'm very bad with memory, but Angela La is stuck in my head with 4,000 reward points. Could you join her at the top of the list?
Well, then she would have to actually, of course, then walk away. Because he could then, like...
Well, he never walks away. Yeah, he never walks away. He shouted at us.
That's true.
Yes.
Alright, hand number 1, 2, or 3 for a chance to win.
Good luck.
OMG.
What will it be, Alex? Come on, you've got the answer.
Of course, if you do decide to walk away, what would you have gone for? No shame. No shame in being a puss.
Nah. You shout, it's in caps. You never walk away. One coin, three hands. It's still a good chance.
It's alright.
See? Never walk away hand free.
If you went for hand number 1, you would have got yourself 4,000 reward points. No, I can't remember that. If you didn't go for hand number 1, which you didn't, you would have got yourself... No, how does that work? Can you never get here, right?
Because we've never done it before.
If you chose hand number 1, you would have lost 4,000 reward points. Yeah? But you decided to go for hand number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Chocks! I don't want to do this. I can't do this. I'm scared.
Yeah, you had that horrible poker face there.
What?
It said number 3 and you went...
I do that every single time, right?
I don't know.
You reckon? But it's already made his choice by now. It's not like it's a horrible poker
Oh my
face.
god, he gave away that side. Guys, screen grab that side. That's the sign to look out for in the future, guys.
This is not happening right now, Chocks. It's not happening
What is wrong
right
with you?
now.
Oh my god. I say Alex Petula, right?
If you, just to understand the
He's
stakes.
shouting again, I never walk away hand free.
If you walk away, you will be tied for the best ever at Hudat. There is 8k on the line for this.
8k, and that's not just reward points. That works towards your loyalty level as well.
It does.
Yeah. Jesus
does it.
I'm seeing everyone's reaction before I see the video, which is great. So actually, right, if Alex carried on, right, next round, 8,000 reward points.
Yeah.
What is that?
One hand, one coin, 4 hands.
1 coin, 4 hands.
25% chance.
All right. 1 coin, 4 hands. And what happens after that? We never even got this far.
Nah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, let's do it.
Off.
Right.
Oh no, I'm scared. I don't want to. I feel like my heart is pounding.
Rules are rules. We gotta go for it.
The rules are the rules, and it's in caps.
It's in caps. 4 hands. Oh, you want to take a breather? You want a 30-second delay like Alex?
How about this, Chocks?
What?
We're gonna try something different because it's the final gatekeeper.
Oh. That's okay.
I need you to rescue this one, Chocks. All right.
Coin. All right. 1 coin, 4 hands.
Oh my days.
1 or 2
or 3 or 4.
Right. For the chance to double up to 8,000 reward points and become the ultimate who that winner. I don't know how many games we played now, 30, 40 games. You would become the new champion, or you could walk away, and tie with Angela La. Oh, I love it. I love it. Go all out. Yeah.
I can't say anything. I'm speechless right now.
Jake
I'm so
says
shitting
2.
myself.
Ron says 4. Chris Hildebrand 2.
My.
Yep.
No.
4 and 4. Troy Blair's 1. Johnny 1. Any 2s and any 3s, guys?
No. Don't do this.
Hand number 1 from Alex Petula.
Oh.
All right. Do you want me to say it? If you went with hand number 4, you would have lost all that reward points.
So it would be lost 4,000 reward points.
Yes, lost.
Yeah, you would have lost. Yeah, okay.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
So you got to open your hand. Yeah. If you went with hand number 2, you would have lost. Here we go.
Oh God,
But
John,
now-
I can't do it.
You went for number 4. I'm sorry, number 3. Oh no! You went number 1.
One.
Yeah. Just making sure. Yeah, it went for hand number 1.
Yeah.
And 3 and 2. Right. So just making sure, right?
Oh
If you
my
went with
God.
hand number 3 or hand number 1. This is for 8,000, right?
It's for 8,000.
That we're gonna go and we're gonna like open in 3
Yeah. Oh, on 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
on 1.
Yeah.
On 3, 2, 1.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
On 3.
Yeah.
On 2. And
in your
I do apologize on behalf of the F4F team.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's 3 down. Mizrahi, he's going to get 500 points and he's going to run out the window like you should. You better go running.
Unlucky. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Did I lose them then?
Oh my god. I bet
Nice.
it's Angela on the stream. I bet she's like shaking and her body's like, no, I'm still the remaining champ. Hey Robert, yeah, it is wrong, but this guy is this guy hasn't been happy for a while.
This is the difference between continuing or going bankrupt. My god. Mizrahi, learn from the mistakes of the people who went ahead of you. It's for glory or points. Good sport, Petulia, absolutely.
Yeah. Good game, very good game.
GG. G bloody J. 4, 3 hands.
This is your best game so far.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
by lots of people's. Yeah,
Yeah.
3 coins, 4 hands for a chance to win 500 reward points. I'm gonna give you 1, right? Oh yeah, 3, 2.
That's a good
That's a
point.
good point. Hand number 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, or 4. Mizrahi, let's go.
Alex lost it. Yeah, both of you lost it.
You're right, Mizrahi. It's undiluted Schadenfreude right there, mate. OMG.
How's Miss Rahi feeling?
Nana says 3 or 4. Chocks only has 1 coin. Oh, God.
We want that shit on games.
I'm going to go number 4. Let's do this nice and quick. All right, appreciate that. Hand number 1, you would have got itself. 500. 2, 500. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's do it.
Right.
On the points on the board. 2 coins, 3 hands. 3,
actually,
2, 1.
when the game gets really quick,
Yeah.
I think you lose a lot.
You reckon?
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right, let's do this. Mizrahi, 1, 2, or 3. Buy 1,000 reward points.
Good luck, Josh.
Martin, you have to answer the who dat to get onto the all right, one more round because you know he's gonna go for it and then walk away.
I have a number 1. Number 2. Hand number 2.
1 would have got yourself 1,000. 3 would have lost you, but you went for 2, so you got it. Nice one. Are you walking? Let us know what you would have gone for if you decided to go for it. Coin, flower. Sorry, number or flower. Don't try and pause that screen.
That's a good thing is you went off the camera.
Ah,
and
yeah,
back
that's what I'm
down.
gonna do. I should do that in the
Should do it
future.
every time.
Alright,
Off the
alright,
camera
okay.
and then back down.
All right, cool. That's the only reason why Petulia made it to round that round.
Yeah.
And walking away. Nice one, Mizrahi. What would you have gone for? I will screen grab that and give that to Phil. Would have been flowers. 3, 2, 1. Boom. You should have walked away because it was a number. Wow.
Good call.
What a great job. All right. Cover that.
Well done.
Oh, it's only so much my heart can take. I feel like I've lost like 5 years of my life thanks to Petulia.
When was the last one? Was it Jake?
It was Jeremy.
Jeremy, yes.
Jeremy made me shit myself. Alright, here we go.
One day, it's one of these days, someone's going to win 8k.
Nah, they wish. 1,000 raw points all day for Josh. Miss Rahi. Okay. Jake, thanks for waiting. We will be running the teaser trailer once again for Spike. We will see you on the other side. It's literally just 40 seconds or so. Boom.
Just a humble bounty hunter, man.
Boom! Spike's reveal will be next week for a chance. Not even for a chance. It will be next week. Spike, Cowboy Bebop. It's time to go. It's your time to shine. Space Cowboys. For a long... It's been a long time in coming, Chocks. It's all going to be all about that anime next week. Of course, one more week of Banjo-Kazooie, whatever you want, rallying hype in the club. Next week is going to be the reveal of Spike, and then we're just going to, you know, give that. Then that's going to be 2 weeks for that.
2 weeks for that as well, yeah.
Dehumidifier. There was no dust on this one, Michael. I don't think. The high-speed camera. What high-speed camera?
Alex Petula, I will win one day.
Oh, high-speed. Sweet. All right. All right. There's only much excitement that we can do. We will be putting that teaser on YouTube. We will be doing a little article that you can read a little bit more about our journey towards launching Spike for next week.
Oh.
Is there anything that you want? Oh, Chocks, your announcements. If there's anything that you want to add before we wrap it up, because this has gone over longer than expected because Petulia decided to go so far on the longest lag ever.
No, not much announcements actually. But guys, you got something to look forward to. End of this month, we are going to be at ACG Hong Kong on the 27th. Today, Jeff has received some passes and stuff like that, so we are busy organising that. So if anyone's around or planning a trip around Hong Kong near the time, do hit us up. But you know, if you're not, we'll be taking some photos and give you guys a little tour around the booth, just to give you a heads up, you know, a little small taste of our growth in conventions and events. So just to keep you guys updated that yes, that busy weekend is going to be very, very busy for a lot of staff in the office. So do bear with us if there's some slower response in that aspect during that weekend. So yeah, we're busy with the events, but it shouldn't affect anything else. So that's the only update we have right now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So guys, to follow after the stream, Spike blog, Cowboy Bebop blog to be posted on the main page, and yeah, check out the YouTube channel and get those anime fans in. Let's support F4F anime.
Absolutely. Just to reiterate what we talked about Gamescom, I will write a post over the weekend just to talk a little bit about our plans, and we hope for your support on that with regards to opening up pre-orders on items that are already sort of not gone into production yet, but we're taking there as a sort of a kind of test to see whether we need to sort of try and be as, yeah, basically to see whether or not future conventions is something that we can keep on doing. You know, what I'd love to do one year is to do Anime Expo, for example, right? You know, when we have more anime stuff, to go and do that in LA. You know, all
to
that
be
sort of
everywhere.
Stuff. Yeah, we sure, but we
Yeah.
need to make sure that it's viable, and and that's basically sort of, we need your support for that. So hopefully you guys will be cool with that. But of course, I will go through my reasoning and explanations on that post. So look out for that in the next couple of days. All right, there will be a feeding frenzy, of course, afterwards in the next 15 minutes. Do go and check that out. 4 minutes of you know, just limitless redemptions not per person, but once per person, etc., etc. And yeah, as always, guys, we can't do it without you. Thank you so much for joining us on the stream and just hanging out with us. Today wasn't a reveal; it was just a hangout time with the fam. Now at 1:30 a.m. So we've been doing this for 3.5 hours, Chocks. But it's been a pleasure as absolutely as always. We will be back at it again next week for Spike's reveal, of course, for Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 70.
9.
Indeedy. Once again, guys, have a great day, America. Have a good evening, Europe. Have a very good evening to Asia. You should be sleeping in Australia. Much love, much appreciated. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Chuckles.
Before to say that's another one done. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Chuckles.
F4F is love.
F4F is life.
You can see it on here if you don't believe us.
Yeah.
Peace.
Laters. Laters.